In total, 11 people have been arrested. They're facing a total of 57 charges, including attempted murder and gun possession. Prosecutors say they tried to kill rival gang members as part of an ongoing turf war leading to unnecessary violence in their communities.
All right, Fox 5's Lisa Everest had a front row seat to this case and joins us now. Lisa, tell us about what you saw.
Well, Steve and Natasha, we got an exclusive look inside the NYPD's takedown of a violent Queens gang that police say terrorized people living in southeast Queens with drive-by shootings and running gun battles in residential neighborhoods. And they say the gang leader of the A-Train moving Crips was actually a 33-year-old man who started teens as young as 14, training them how to pull the trigger and who to shoot. We're embedded with the NYPD's Gun Violence Suppression Division and supporting units as they implemented Operation Deadliest Catch. It took them months of investigation, thousands of hours to get to this moment. Their goal, take shooting suspects they say the worst of the worst off the streets.
Their recklessness, the fact that they'll go out there, they'll shoot up a house, they'll shoot up a bus, they don't care who's around. We know bullets have no names, and they have no regard for human life.
The police are asking us to put on these bulletproof vests because many of the suspects that they're about to take down today are wanted for violent gun offenses. Before we hit the streets, Assistant NYPD Chief Jason Savino addresses officers from the Gun Violence Suppression Division and supporting squads including warrants and the 113th Detective Squad, reminding them of the incident in the surveillance video. Two cars roll up to a house and then they jump out shooting with an entire family asleep inside.
Two cars, 4 guns, riddle that house with bullets, with children sleeping inside. Think about that for a second. Right? Those 4 guns come back to an additional 17 shootings.
At this undisclosed location, the police get their assignments, which will take them to various locations in Queens. Since the start of the Gun Violence Suppression Division in 2021, police say there's been double-digit declines in both the number of shooting incidents and the number of shooting victims in New York City.
From here, you know, you guys are just going to go straight to your individuals.
So the detectives have their files and they have their assignments, and now they're going to pick up the suspects. Their case subjects are 11 members of the A-Train moving Crips gang. PA Melinda Katz, who has made working with police to get guns off the streets and bring down violence a top priority, says those gang members found guilty will pay for their crimes.
The 57-count indictment charging 11 defendants with conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, attempted assault, reckless endangerment, and the criminal possession of a weapon.
Me and my if he's talking no bro, we gonna send him.
2 of those indicted are aspiring drill rappers. Amir Harris goes by Mir EBK. EBK stands for Everybody's Killer. His rapping partner is Seth Johnson, who goes by Sav G. While many drill rappers are successful artists and not involved in crime, some are, says Captain Ryan Gillis. He says they use their lyrics to inflame their rivals called ops.
So the drill rap connection seems to always be a common theme in these investigations. Some people have more clout or more noteworthiness than others, but there's always a few members of the crew take pride and like to antagonize the other opposition gangs.
Right now we're a stack of police vehicles heading onto the Grand Central Parkway to the first location. We have an exclusive look with the detectives as they are taking us into the neighborhoods in Southeast that they say were terrorized by these shooters. Officers go into this house around the yard to make sure the suspect does not escape. They put their lives on the line to give this community and the people living here the safety they deserve. The officers from the Gun Violence Suppression Division, along with officers and detectives in the warrant squad, just went into this house right here to try and bring out one of the suspects. We just got word that one of the main suspects has been taken into custody, so we're going to the one precinct right now. One by one, the suspects are brought in to be booked on serious felony charges, ranging from weapons possession to attempted murder. Mr. Does police say that you gave young teenagers guns? Is that true? So this is all the suspects are being taken in here, right?
Yeah, we're bringing all the suspects here subsequently to the investigation.
And then what about this case troubles you the most?
We have a 33-year-old individual that's essentially orchestrating these shootings. He's recruiting younger individuals, younger impressionable individuals at that. And what is he doing? Putting guns in their hands and telling them where to shoot and who to shoot.
The shooting incidents in this case from March of 2021 through December of 2022.
We allege that the main goal of this violence is a turf war.
Now, police tell us that they are not after gang members themselves, just a small percentage of gang members who are actually shooters. Now, if the defendants in this case are found guilty, they're looking at anywhere from 3 years to 25 years to life behind.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty amazing thinking of people just trying to live their lives in the house next door to all this madness. Right. Obviously, they're thrilled to see these arrests taking place, right?
Absolutely. And these are communities where there's a lot of working families, they're homeowners, they have multiple generations of the family in the home, and it makes all the difference in the world. You just walk out your door and there they were shooting and jumping out of cars.
Nonsense, yeah.
And I think it's interesting too that police tell you that they're not out to arrest gang members, but those who are actually pulling the trigger.
No, absolutely, because you remember like 7 or 8 years ago, there was a big gang bust that we covered on Fox 5 Live, actually on Good Day. It was 100 gang members, but a lot of those charges don't stick. It's basically let's catch and see what we get. This is the exact opposite. It's like precision policing plus. Yeah. They know who they're going for. They have all of the forensic evidence. They have all of this surveillance videos, all of these things to build these cases which stick, and they're getting a high conviction rate.
Wow, well, incredible reporting and access.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Yeah.
In this particular situation, Lil Durk, the top 10 rapper. You could argue for 5, but I think top 10 is fair in terms of the amount of people that come out to his shows, the type of artists that work with him, from Kanye to Drake to everybody, essentially. Worth tens of millions of dollars, maybe even over $100 million. New album coming out. And now he's in a situation where he may not ever get out.
But you're saying Durk not top?
I said top 5 or top 10. What do you say, top 5?
I'm just asking Vlad a point, because how you worded that question, it was then like putting them in 10, it's like, damn, who all in Vlad 10? But 5 is like, okay, it's Durk, you know, 1 through 5. But so if it's like, if you got him on 10, who is the other 5 before Durk? That's Vlad worthy, you know?
Okay.
If you got Durk at 6 man, basically, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I say it's around 6, but you know, you got Kendrick, Drake, Travis Scott, Kanye, J. Cole. That's 5 already.
That's your 5.
I would say right now, in terms of megastars, that would be my top 5. So Durk is like 6, maybe 7. You know, I would have to look at it a little more. I wouldn't say that Durk is bigger than the 5 I just mentioned.
That you just named.
And you look at these shows, you see that Travis Scott shit in Brazil where it's like 150,000 people. I don't think Durk can pull that off.
In Brazil, Durk?
Yeah, not 150,000 people. I don't think so. You know, Kendrick doing the Super Bowl. Drake had one of the biggest tours ever in hip hop. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking, you know, Kanye is Kanye.
Put it like this, I'm gonna tell you one thing on Durk. I wouldn't doubt him. You know? That's what I learned with watching. I don't know him that well, but watching him over the years, I wouldn't doubt him. I seen him come from nothing too, at the same time, to one of the biggest. To even put him in the top 10 to be crazy, the Durk who I was watching back in the day. So it's like, it hit different.
Yeah.
It do hit different. But yeah, I wouldn't count Durk out, but when it comes to album sales, cause
I'm just talking about overall impact. Album sales.
And we talking about overall impact on phone number. Durk is the voice. Let's just start there. He just brought Jake us, like, we changed, like, this shit history right now. Shout out to Kanye. He was the first. I remember when Ye had Durk and Ruger in the whoop like that, like, it hit different, like.
Yeah, I did a bunch of Durk interviews in the beginning. He got mad at me at one point, and he said, fuck Vlad in a couple of songs. I never really cared about that. I feel that's just internet shit. You know, I mean, nothing serious happened between us. The only reason he was mad at me is because we accidentally put out a part of his interview he had asked us to take down about an upcoming baby that he had. It was just whatever. You know what I mean? I figured India was mad at me, so he was just taking India's side, you know, which makes sense. That's his girl. They have kids together, whatever. But when I heard about this whole situation with Quando, who I'm cool with, you know, who I've always, you know, who's always been 100 with me, it upset me. Because I feel like if you had a bit of maturity, you would say that, yeah, I miss King Von and that was my friend and I loved him or whatever, but he was the aggressor. He put it on himself for that situation to happen.
That's what you feel like Quando should say?
That's what I feel like Durk should have said.
I feel like Durk should have said that.
To himself.
I mean, he could have said, put it like this, we from the rack, we know what's going on, we know how Von is on For Them Grades.
Exactly.
So put it like this. That's like, oh my, like, let's just break this shit down. That's like, motherfucker, Butter whooping them up. Like, we know how Butter we know how Butter act on For Them. Like, certain people from the trenches, we already know how they is, so we know you started that shit before I heard about it. You catch my drift?
Right.
So it wasn't that fact with Durk. It was just like, all right, folks gone, but it's time to suit up and boot up or whatever the case is in his mind. Like, not suit up and boot up on some gangster shit, but I got basically like, this is a real loss. Like, it hit different. Like,
it's a real loss, but it was a loss that person brought on themselves. You know, and I know that the hashtag slide for Vaughn probably got annoying after a while, but at the end of the day, you know, and I remember me and Lil Tim talked about this. We almost compared it to the Tupac situation. Because in the situation, Tupac jumped on a Southside crib that he had no business jumping on. Not Tupac the rapper. Tupac was not the gangster. He was the rapper. He had a whole bunch of gangsters around him that could have done that for him. But he decided to take it upon himself to jump on this dude who was not a pushover. And I've talked to his enemies, his friends, have all said that Orlando, you know, was with the shit. I interviewed the cops, you know, the Compton PD dudes that investigated him for 2 murders. You know, he was a hitter out there. And for Pac to go and attack this dude out of the blue over some shit that didn't even happen to him, it was over a stolen chain, over someone else, the repercussions of that can't be a surprise to you. And although people miss Pac where else, you have to also say he did it to himself to a certain degree. And I feel with the King Von situation, Quando had no beef with this dude. There was no back and forth. There was no whatever. They're saying the beef, you're not even sure where the beef started. Some people say it's because Young Boy didn't give him a verse when Von asked for it. Other people say that Quando slid in Asian Doll's DMs, although she never said that either. Might have been just general, like, okay, like Von maybe felt like the beef shit was gonna get him to the next level, so he was just open. You know what I mean?
Nah,
but at the end of the day, you go and attack someone with absolutely no reason.
Man, Von ain't think that shit was finna go like that. Come on, man.
No, he underestimated
that's
those
why
dudes.
I hate when y'all be over whooping that shit. It's like on gang, a fight happened on For Them Grade. Motherfucker got the spark in. We was on some fighting shit. Come on now, that hit different. You pull out a gun and fighting for them. Come on now. We throwing hands for them.
Yeah, but when all your career is spent bragging about how many bodies you got and how you beat a murderer and everything else
you
like
ain't
that.
thinking that. Look, let me break this shit down.
I'm not.
Von got out of jail. He was just beating shit in jail.
Yeah.
But you're not in prison anymore, Damon.
There's no guns in jail.
No, my daughter.
There's some knives.
Von is a fighter though, bro. So it's like, if folks thinking, if you see a motherfucker on For Them Grade, Von, I'm finna beat their ass on For Them Grade. He ain't over thinking like, I'll blow their ass down. Nigga, I just got out. Nigga, I'm having shit right now. For Them Grade, nigga ain't For Them with me. It's that. You catch my... He got the old block ends with him. For Them switched up. You know what's going on. For Them Grade, we in an A. It's one of those. We lit.
Well, by the way, did you know that I interviewed Black Louie, who got shot in the head that night?
Yeah, that was
You know he's back in jail now, right?
Huh?
He's back in jail.
What are you in jail for?
They're saying he's being charged with a murder.
Damn.
We're not sure which murder
They
it
was
is.
trolling Louis too much, bro. They was talking about his hit and all of that shit, bro. They was trolling him too much, so they probably, and when y'all don't realize what y'all be doing to people online on phone them, y'all pick at a motherfucker so much and they feel like they gotta go do some shit. I'm just not no fucking goofy. Y'all can't.
But this is from what I heard. This is from a murder. This is from a murder from a while ago.
Oh, that was.
It's not anything new that he did. I heard that he got picked up over a murder, and they're saying it might have been one of the murders that Vaughn was taking credit for or something. I don't know. Like it's real murky right now.
Okay, so
we're not quite sure what happened, but he is in jail at this moment. His mugshot is out there. He's being charged with murder.
Okay, so what's your question?
Well, my question really goes back to the whole King Von situation and the Durk approach. At some point, and I'm sure Durk is thinking about this right now, he's thinking, you know something? I took this too far.
Folding up.
I didn't have to do this.
He didn't do. Put it like this. Let's just break this shit down. When you say he took it too far, he shouldn't do it. All he was trying to do is give back to his hood and to the guys. You see what I'm saying? Like Durk fucking with
allegedly.
Let's break this shit down.
He's innocent right now until proven guilty. So
that's
let's
what I'm
just
saying.
put that
You
out.
just throwing that on. Durk fucking with Vaughn was to turn Vaughn up and help Vaughn feed his family and his community and create generational wealth for him and his people, because Durk already got him and his people he got to take care of.
I salute Durk for that. I salute him.
You know O Block Duke too?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I just stumbled.
Or you talking about FYB Duke, my brother? Like which Duke?
No, I meant Durk, but I just stumbled my
you a fan of Duke, the basketball? Hey, you like a Duke fan, nigga, a Duke fan. Okay, glad a Duke fan.
Right. Because right now, Durk is facing 2 new felony charges: 1 count of conspiracy, 1 count of use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death, 1 count of using, carrying, charging firearms and a machine gun in possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death.
Man, hell no, they just throwing shit on folks now, man. You need Young Thug lawyer. Man, we need Thug lawyer at least. That's
Brian Steele.
Hell no, you read about this again. I don't phone them. I know that man.
1 count of conspiracy. Well, these are the new charges, because there's the other charges as well. But the new charges, which just dropped today, is 1 count of conspiracy, 1 count of use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death.
Hold on, how many charges was that?
Well, it's 3, but 2 of them are felonies.
That shit sound up.
And 1 count of using, carrying, and discharging firearms and a machine gun and possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death.
Okay. And y'all saying Durk did that? The one with the brown eyes? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no, bro.
We'll see what happens.
Hell no. If you asking my opinion, Durk ain't do no shit like that. He a Muslim. It hit different. Durk is a Muslim now. What part don't y'all understand? Oh man, here we go. We're back. We know y'all don't like it.
They act like they don't.
Yeah, they act like they don't like it, man. They say I interview you too much. They say Charles TV. They but the last 6 interviews did 1 million each time.
Each time, yeah, easily.
Yeah, like 2 days.
And one of them was age restricted.
Yeah.
So that kind of with the number for a few days, but that one go down and do 1 million in a day.
Mm-hmm. So, and then when I upload other people's interviews, they still comment in your name.
Yeah.
Man, where's the Charleston White interview? He cool, but where's the Charleston White? So it's like, when I give him to y'all say I interview him too much, but then it's like, when I don't upload, they say, where is he at?
Yeah, them the online haters, homie, because wherever you take my content, homie, it does numbers, whether it's on YouTube, Say Cheese channel, whether you upload it on your Instagram page, or whether you take it to Twitter. It all does numbers. So we've established a fan base that can't nobody deny, man. Mm-hmm. So that just be them online haters.
Do you feel like you give away, is it jealousy?
At this point, homie, because them motherfuckers saw me come looking busty and dusty. You know, with the old cool clothes on, from the raggedy dreads. So people have watched me elevate past where most people, nigga, they still stagnant and stuck in the same place doing this shit. And I'm evolving and growing. So I got on Say Cheese TV, nigga, I done went to doing comedy, being in movies, to all kind of shit, homie. So I think it's a lot of jealousy.
Another narrative is, I use you to bring people down.
Well, they try to say you Man, they blame you for everything. They blame you for everything. Before me, it was Mo 3.
This new free book is going to show you how to buy houses for $5,000 to $10,000 and buy land for those $1,000.
You know, Trap Boy. Before me, it was everything. They blame everything.
Yeah.
I've never not seen you get somebody on the platform and not allow them to freely speak. You see what I'm saying? You don't push a narrative. You ask questions and then you let us respond, no matter who it is. So that's why I don't mind doing this podcast.
Right. Do you feel like because it was a thing to where I would let you get on here and you ruin lives.
Who have died behind my words? I don't get on here threatening people. I get on here with my opinion, and my opinion hurt feelings. It don't ruin lives. It hurt feelings, and it make niggas cry. It don't just make niggas cry. It make gangster niggas and street niggas cry, and get their panties in a bunch. But nigga, nobody's life have been ruined by Say Cheese TV. Nobody. So nigga, this still is America. A nigga still got freedom of speech, and I got a right to my opinions. My opinions are just so strong, it make people feel like I'm right. But my opinions don't make me right, nigga. Yeah, whether I'm talking about your fool, your mom, they didn't have that opinion when drill music was going on. When Tuka Mamas went on here, they didn't have that opinion. When Duck Mama got on her, they kind of went against Duck Mama.
They did.
They blame her for it. You know what I'm saying? So how you ruining people? And this is a business. No, this is a business. This is a return on your investment. So why not keep getting a good return on your investment?
That's right. That's right.
Shit, why not? Hey, nigga, this feed your family. You had a new baby, nigga, fuck them. Nigga, shit.
Happy Thanksgiving. Do you even care about Thanksgiving?
I have to because well I don't, but I have to pretend like it because my mother is a devout believer, so she adhered to the holidays. But nigga, everybody know the origins of Thanksgiving is the Englishmen, colonizers coming over, tricking the Indians, learning how to grow food here, and then they celebrated the massacre by having a feast. So this is a feast to celebrate killing people. So nigga, I just go along and play along. But yeah, now in the back of my mind, I don't care about no holiday.
You know, rappers tend to give away turkeys around Thanksgiving. Do you look at that as really giving back to the community?
Nah, because giving away turkeys don't help nobody.
It helps people money though.
No, it don't. Most people go get a turkey away to somebody else. Most people I see go get a turkey, get 2 or 3 turkeys, and then go give a turkey. And most people who I see really get turkeys don't need turkeys. Why not give them the money so they can help pay a bill, a rent right around the corner?
You get somebody money, they not gonna go pay a bill.
A real poor person, if they got a bill due. So this is what I'm saying. You giving away turkeys so you to feel good. Because if you really want to help somebody, you teach them how to fish. You don't give them a fish. You teach them how to fish. You don't give them a fish. And then what problem are you solving for one day?
Things people love. This holiday season, you have to shop Sephora at Kohl's for your gifting needs at any price point. Shop Sephora at Kohl's and earn double the rewards.
Most of the holiday food gets thrown away. Nigga, don't get ate.
That's real.
Yeah. So nah, nigga, that's just for you to feel good giving away turkeys.
I mean, it looks good on the image though of a rapper.
Yeah, it does. Show up with some blankets, some beanie hats, some scarves, some gloves, some socks, some panties, some bras. Because it's getting cold now. The season is changing. Way more affected by this cold weather than you is that one day of hunger. So now that's you to feel good in your image. He who controls images. So yeah, not being with a turkey too.
But have you ever been the one to receive a turkey though?
Yes, I have. I was poor. I used to stand in the projects in Stop 6 and give a turkey with the Fort Worth Police Department, as well as take a turkey with me because I needed one. But I don't know how to cook a turkey. I go home and give it to mama. Mama don't need the turkey. Yeah, now,
there are some people out there that can't afford a turkey though.
Yeah, it is. Go get a job, motherfucker. Because you still need a turkey. The turkey gone. You still need to eat today and tomorrow.
That's true.
And so then, just think about you giving a homeless or a poor person a turkey. Where they go cook it at? And you just give them a turkey. What's going to go with the turkey? If they need a turkey, they need sides. So what you go give them? So why not just give them a meal? And why is it always a turkey?
It's Thanksgiving. It's the cliche thing to do.
There you go. It's the cliche
thing to do.
That's why tradition gets in the way of what's really right. Because you're not doing it because it's right, you're doing it because this is traditional. And that's why it's easy to wake up today and forget about the person who you gave the turkey to and start shopping for Black Friday, because it's tradition. Yeah. It's easy to forget a poor motherfucker today, because you finna go spend some money when you can afford to spend money on Black Friday. And then wait till Cyber Monday. You damn sure ain't thinking about the motherfucker who need the turkey then. So it's just cliche. So I ain't with the bullshit. I keep telling y'all I think everybody playing. I think everybody my nigga. So I wake up to play.
Yeah. I recently lost a bet to J-Man. Well, Rainwater made a bet with him. And the bet was if J-Man would go to O Block, he would pay him $10,000. I matched the bet. Rain didn't pay him. And
I'm sure he did.
And I paid him. Because it was the money was for the kids. So Jermaine dispersed the money to multiple kids who parents are deceased or mom and dad may be in jail. But y'all lost the bet. Jermaine won. He went to O Block. He got kicked off though.
I seen it. Yeah, they run his ass off.
But
because they mind how you go push peace and your rap lyrics that you're still promoting destruction is still up. If you really want to push peace, erase your rap catalog. Let's start there. If you're really serious about pushing peace, erase all of that music that promoted this death and destruction, and let's start over. That's the first example. I done cleaned me up first, so how can I come clean up O Block and soon I still got these lyrics that promote the detriment? That's why they ran his ass out of there. You can't push peace in the streets, homie. You got to push peace to the victims and walk backwards from the victims into the streets, but you have to walk with the victims. That's why I went to go get the mothers. You go find the victims and then you walk with the victims. That's your shield. And then you cut the cameras off. Yeah, because when you show up, you finna go put this on your monetized channel. So it ain't about pushing peace. You trying to monetize this pushing peace. So that's what kind of waters it down. But nigga, I salute you for keeping your word. I've never seen you not keep your word. I've never seen you not keep your word. Nigga, I called you, and this ain't even for the camera. I called you from the police department, Fort Worth, a highly ranked Fort Worth police officer. Does things in the community. I think he had a cookout one time. I put in $1,000 on that. And he said, hey man, I want to do this with some kids. And I said, shit, man, this is something me and Sean Cotton want again. So I reached out to you on that behalf. So I said, man, one thing about that, go keep it. That's
coming up too, right?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the officer to reach back out to me.
Yeah. But Rainwater didn't.
Man, I already know. Yeah.
He said he didn't have the money, or no, he said the money's going to his 3 kids, I think.
But don't give your word though. A man is only good as his word. Remember, you set more 3 kids up already. That's what you've been bragging about going around. You got their kids set up. You making sure out there. You got some money to go over here because that's what you challenged, said you was gonna do as a man. So that's what make you less than a man, not keep your word.
Do you feel like the pushing the peace thing, it can stop the violence in Chicago?
Donate plasma today and receive up to $700 your first month. CSL Plasma. Do the amazing.
Getting lifted and finding peace and forgiveness. Music is definitely original and true to me.
Because you still got the lyrics. You still have everybody lyrics that can be heard and played. You can't push the peace with the ones who was doing the killing. You have to push the peace to the ones who was affected by the killing. Victims of this. Starting with their mothers, their little brothers, their little sisters, the family members of these niggas, homie. Whether it's the family members of the killers or the family members of the deceased. You can't go directly to the players. You gotta go past them, nigga. That's how you reach players, nigga. The mamas. Man, you saw, man, them mamas' tears and them cracked voices, nigga. That's what everybody hear and listen to. Not you who played along and now you tired. Now you nigga getting a little money doing this. Because when you got the camera coming to the hood pushing peace, you the only one benefiting. You the only one benefiting. Because those people are still unhealed from the pain. Nigga, they still got pictures in the house that affect them when they walk by and see. And you still got your music up. Once you take that music down, then you let these people know you serious. But you got to cut the cameras off and start without the cameras. That's if you serious. So the pain right now lie at the feet of the victims, not at the ears of the shooters. It lies at the feet of the victims. That's the starting line. So yeah, now homie, I salute him for what he did. And I see he really gave the money away, so you can't deny that. But you ain't serious about pushing peace with that music still up.
Deion Sanders' team is 9-3 now. And a lot of people are saying that where the haters at now? I mean, they winning.
So they might not make a bowl game because they last lost 2 weeks ago.
So they still 9-3.
Oh, I'm saying I thought we was on HBCU though. Y'all done went over here to the white man with this white man team, a predominantly white team, a predominantly white city, and Jackson State University is also still winning without Deion. Nobody even mentioned him. As a matter of fact, I got invited to their game December 7th by the players. And I'm gonna be on the sideline with the players December 7th for Jackson State University. I thought we were promoting HBCU. Remember, it was hashtag HBCU. Not hashtag Deion Sanders, not hashtag Travis Hunter, not hashtag whatever that boy name is, Sanders Jr.
Yeah.
I thought we were hashtagging HBCU. That was the narrative. So we just started hollering Deion until he went to Colorado. So I'm still at HBCU with Jackson State. I don't see me at December.
Let's say you own a black, well, let's say you host a black club. It's called Magic City. And they pay you $20,000 a month. But you have this white club in Utah that pays you $50,000 a month. What are you doing? You gonna go take that $50,000?
I might. Yeah, I just might. Yeah, I just might. But when I got money, it ain't all about money. Nigga, I do a whole lot of shit, nigga. I do a whole lot of interviews and shit for $3,000 and $4,000, knowing I make over here. I do a whole lot of comedy shows with black promoters who ain't got nothing compared to what I'm getting over here. And I make up for it with my merch. I make up for it when I come to your town, homie, and I try to book me some interviews while I'm in your town because it's about the relationship I'm trying to build with my people. But nah, I ain't turning away from my people. I'm gonna keep the light on them. Deion ain't even putting the light over there. The wide receiver who's on the opposite side of Travis Hunter is just as good, homie. Them still winning without Deion, but you don't hear nobody clapping. You don't hear nobody clapping for them, homie. And the whole narrative was hashtag HBCU, and you ain't seen that since Deion left. That's up. It ain't about that he went to Colorado. You took the light off the podium. You took the light off some homie who just hoping that you would give them some kind of mention as they try to make it to the NFL from Jackson State. Man, I hope Deion could just mention me. Turned your back on them, on kids who came just because of you. And some decided not to go with them. They stayed, and they still winning. And you don't hear no black community, no black platform, no nothing. It's posting them, giving them no highlights. And them don't want some offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year. And them balling, homie. It's balling.
I didn't know that.
Man, I didn't either till I just went down there 2 weeks ago for my movie premiere. And nigga, I was in the club with all them little homie, and they gave me an invite. And I said, shit, nigga, Uncle be there. Yeah, I'll be there December 7th.
I think it's hard for, it would have been hard for his son to get into the league playing at that level. So I feel like he had to up that D1 level.
Yeah, it was for his son. That's what I
Yeah, it was for his son.
So it
There's
wasn't
nothing wrong with that. You would do something for your son.
Nothing at all. I would most definitely do that for, but don't make it like this is for black people. Black people is making it like he's doing this for people. He's doing this for his son. But in the beginning, nobody would give him a chance to coach nowhere. Nobody. Except there. They gave him a chance. And he came with a false narrative, hashtag HBCU. Every black person in America at that, when he was at Jackson State, you could not get on Instagram and social media and not see this hashtag. Now this hashtag don't exist anymore. That was a portal for black people. If you understand the hashtag game, it's a portal that opens up so many other things just by having a hashtag. You don't even see it anymore. It's completely erased. So nigga, I don't blame Deion. I blame black people. I just say fuck Deion. And I hope I saw that whoever that dude was tried to hurt his son the other day. Lad, where he go?
Oh yeah, he hit his shin.
I was hoping they bro. I was praying to God in the name of Jesus. He hurt that nigga knee. ACL torn ligament. Man, I was praying for an ACL torn ligament.
He's still going to the league though.
I hope
He's proven. He's proven.
But he won't do good in the league.
Why not?
Black quarterbacks do not do good in the NFL.
Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, it's a lot of them.
But they can't win no championship.
Patrick Mahomes is black.
He ain't black. He's a white kid. White kid. with good hair like black people. We got more good hair like mixed black people.
So what makes you black? Your mom got to be black or your dad got to be black?
Your mindset. I think, therefore I am.
His wife is white.
I think, therefore I am.
Most times,
so as a man thinketh, so is he.
Most times when their mom is white, they go. That's all they know. They go for the woman that.
Lights are going out, snow is falling down. There's a feeling of goodwill around town. It could only mean one thing. McRib is here. People throwing parties up, sweaters everywhere. Stockings hung up by the chimney with air. It could only mean one thing. McRib is here.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
They grew up.
Because I just said this the other day. Your mother determined what you are. That's why a lot of little boys is born a male, but their mama make them a female. Based on how you raised him, how you think. Your mother determined what you are. You can be black all day, but nigga, you have a white mind.
What if you grew up with both parents? It's still mother?
No, there's no way your mother could supersede your father's presence, his teaching. If you grew up with both parents, there's no way that your mother could supersede
Patrick
your father.
Patrick Mahomes grew up with his mom and dad.
His dad is a drunk.
But he was a baseball player. He played in the major leagues.
Man, but they wasn't together. They wasn't together. His daddy didn't say, "Hey, boy, we're going over your."
Wait, are you assuming this or you know this?
I know
you can
this.
just tell.
Well, man, I do a little research. Like I done some on Haney. He was raised with it. Man, there's no way you have a black father with a white wife and you grew up with your black side of the family. No way. There's no way. There's no way, because a son can only do what he sees his father does. There's no way your black active daddy who like white women is gonna be in your life and like white women. And you over here with your black grandmama, your black aunties.
I mean, his mom is white. He grew up with a white mother.
He's a white kid. So who taught him how to put grease in his hair? Not his white mama.
Probably his dad.
Probably his dad?
Maybe.
Nah, man, nigga's a white guy. When I see Patrick Mahoney, I don't look at a black man.
What if he grew up in a white neighborhood? Because sometimes it's not the household, it's the neighborhood too.
It's the zip code, but I grew up in a white neighborhood. 761 was a predominantly middle-class white neighborhood when I was growing up.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah. Daniel, New York Avenue.
All that were white people. It wasn't hardly any black people in that neighborhood.
Now it's all black.
Now it's all black. Now I went to Atherton Elementary. I went to Short Elementary, nigga, in Pantego. It was hardly any black. I grew up in a white neighborhood. But your mother determines your mindset if you're raised with her. Same with Drake. Nigga grew up with his black dad. He got to go visit in Memphis. But your mother shapes your taste buds. She shaped how you view the world, nigga, because she's your first teacher. She's your thought process. So as a man thinketh, so is he. You can be black all day long in color, but in soul and spirit, you really white.
But we talked about this before. Okay, you have a white mom. You go to a college full of white women. You're going to end up being around that 24/7. Whether if you're at home or school, you're going to see white girls who are attracted to you, which made him.
I went to school white girl. All we did was run trains on them and fuck them. But ultimately, nigga, cultural wise, there's no way you go outside of your culture. There's plenty of white people that grew up with all of the black niggas to still get a white girl. So your culture shapes you. Nigga, culture supersedes your home teachers, your home environment. Culturally, he's a white homie, same with Obama.
Although that his daddy
is a drunk
little nigga. But you can't put drunk in front of it. It don't change it.
Yeah, it can't. It kills the image of the father. And your mother come home and saying, "Don't you be nothing like your daddy." So your mother gonna shame you not to be like this drunk nigga. Just like mama, just like homie. So if you can shape a boy into a girl, what makes you think you can't shape him into being something else? The mother who let the little boy prance around the house and the mama in the high heels. The homie, she's shaping him. And the things, so the reason I like animals because my mother was afraid of animals. She don't like dogs, she don't like no animals. So
play Money Mania from the Kentucky Lottery for your chance to win up to $150,000.
I inherited that from my mama. My mom wouldn't even get out the car. Girl, put that dog up. Girl, he don't. My mom. So you see what I'm saying? So you inherit your mother's fears. My son would have been a Mexican nigga had he not been had I not had it. He would have been a Mexican nigga. He got a Mexican grandmama, Mexican uncle, Mexican auntie. Does family do things as Mexicans? I brought my over here so he can be a.
I see people make jokes about Lil Baby's son a lot. I guess because he's always with Jada Wade or whatever. Jada Wade. And he's kind of, you know, he has his little moments where he'll say things a certain way.
Yeah, he's an innocent kid, right?
Yeah.
So why would they do it? I can't do it. Why when I talk about people, kids, I'm the worst person in the world. But I see people online shaming him as if he's gay and he has no gender role yet. Of course he's gonna naturally pick up his mother's ways and the things she say because around her all the time. Children mimic what they see and repeat what they hear. The mannerism, a lot of niggas got their mama's mannerism. That's why they violent and aggressive. Because their mother was violent and aggressive. So there's a lot of got their mother's mannerism because there's no balance.
You feel like men with a father figure are more laid back?
Yeah.
Chill?
Yeah. They're more reserved.
Okay, we both know Yayo. He has his mom and his dad in his life. And he's super aggressive. Super angry.
He ain't always been like that.
I heard he's damn near a genius though. Like kids who went to school with Yayo, he was like in like the advanced classes.
Yeah, but he wasn't always there until he started playing rapper. He's driven by ego at this point. But prior to Lil Zach, you know, my cousin Lloyd is Lil Zach's dad. Like that in the beginning. But he also got the whole mama too. Yeah, he got, homie. So, and he got to kind of want to be gang daddy. So, he didn't grow up in a real healthy environment, but yeah, I heard he was very intelligent, very smart in school.
But, I mean, you said before he turned rapper, but we know he did lose people at an early age. That can kind of turn you...
Trauma. Yeah, trauma. Yeah, trauma. But prior to that, nigga, he wasn't like this. You didn't hear about him getting in trouble. So this is what I measure. All the bad gangster niggas who I've ever known throughout life was juvenile delinquents. Long before they got 18, 19, 20. They was in trouble in 3rd grade, 5th grade. I ended up in the boys' home with them. I started playing like that because I started meeting niggas in the 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. And gravitating towards the juvenile delinquent kid. But all from John Gotti to Pablo Escobar to Saddam Hussein, all these people was troubled children. They didn't wait till something happened. And because of something happened becoming bad, they was troubled out the get-go. So when you look at they're waiting 18, 19, something has happened in their life to shape this behavior.
So most juvenile delinquents, majority of them don't have a father figure?
I ran into some that did, but they had an abusive father.
It's always something that...
It's always something, yeah. I very seldom met a who...
Just bad, just to be bad.
Yeah, it's always something to trigger it. Some kind of childhood trauma, some type of situation or incident that occurs that brings this out of or changes them to start behaving this. No child is born bad, homie. Now, no child is born bad. It's something that had to happen.
You don't think they listen to lyrics or they see things, movies? Remember those 90s movies back in the day? People was watching that shit.
I remember when this first came. I started wearing a bandana in my pocket and I started packing a knife. And I had a fight with a white dude who put me in a headlock. I didn't stab him, but I had a knife. When you listen to Mob James' story, he had an abusive father. Abusive stepfather who beat him for everything. He wasn't his kid. He went outside. It displayed the same behavior to other people, as well as to his sister in the home. So it ain't the lyrics, it ain't the movie. It's the trauma that you go through, homie, that shapes you. Because when I saw Colors, yeah, I wanted to gang bang, but I wasn't aggressive and I wasn't violent. I had to go learn violent. I ain't no violent nigga. I just know how to be violent because I learned how to be.
So let's go back. Steph Curry. So he's white?
Yeah.
Come on, dog. Steph Curry not no white, dog. He not white, bro.
He ain't?
Nah. He got a white mother.
He white.
But his dad's black and been in his life his whole life. And his Steph Curry's wife is mixed.
Yeah. He about like how my son is. He ain't black. It's a medium. Homie, My son probably would never date a full black girl. He got a biracial girlfriend.
Your son can't say he's black?
He ain't black.
But you're black.
I don't mean that. He black and Mexican. You can't deny the other when you're both. So, homie, there's no way he could be black because black is not gonna accept him as black. Mexican ain't gonna accept him as Mexican. He in the middle and have to find his own.
Us as black people, do we have any allies? Do we have a race that
white people?
Bro, shut the fuck up, bro.
If you're a patriotic black person, a white person will be your best friend. If you're patriotic. If you're a patriotic black person, white people will be your best friend. You see that, nigga? Nigga, the Ku Klux Klan sent me that from Stone Mountain, Georgia. You that bullshit. The Ku Klux Klan sent me that. Look at that address.
Wow. Y'all, this is real. I can't put it on camera.
No, look at that address. Where'd that come from?
Memorial Drive.
The motherfucking headquarters.
Conservative. Wow. How they find you?
They've been putting my address online forever. They sent that to the main house.
Would you ever go to the main house?
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. Homie, who else teaches us how to read? No other race would teach us their language. Ethnicity group would teach us their language. White teachers taught us how to read. And was fair to all of us for the most part. No matter what their prejudice or ideology was.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safe-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry.
So most don't know how to read if it wasn't for a white.
Damn, bro.
In total, 11 people have been arrested. They're facing a total of 57 charges, including attempted murder and gun possession. Prosecutors say they tried to kill rival gang members as part of an ongoing tour leading to unnecessary violence in their communities.
All right, Fox 5's Lisa Everest had a front row seat to this case and joins us now. Lisa, tell us about what you saw.
Well, Steve and Natasha, we got an exclusive look inside the NYPD's takedown of a violent Queens gang that police say terrorized people living in Southeast Queens with reckless drive-by shootings and running gun battles in residential neighborhoods. And they say the gang leader of the A-Train moving Crips was actually a 33-year-old man who started training teens as young as 14, training them how to trigger and who to shoot.
That's right on 104. Copy. We in contact with Get out of the way.
We were embedded with the NYPD's Gun Violence Suppression Division and supporting units as they implemented Operation Deadliest Catch. It took them months of investigations and thousands of hours to get to this moment. Their goal, take shooting suspects they say are the worst of the worst off the streets.
Their recklessness. The fact that they'll go out there, they'll shoot up a house, they'll shoot up a bus. They don't care around. We know bullets have no names, and they have no regard for human life.
The police are asking us to put on these bulletproof vests because many of the suspects that they're about to take down today are violent gun offenses. Before we hit the streets, Assistant NYPD Chief Jason Savino addresses officers from the Gun Violence Suppression Division and supporting squads including warrants and the 103rd Detective Squad, reminding them of the incident in the surveillance video. 2 cars roll up to a house, park, and then they jump out shooting with an entire family asleep inside.
2 cars, 4 guns, riddle that house with bullets, with children sleeping inside. Think about that for a second. Right? Those 4 guns come back to an additional 17 shootings.
At this undisclosed location, the police get their assignments, which will take them to various locations in Queens. Since the start of the Gun Violence Suppression Division in 2021, police say there's been double-digit declines in both the number of shooting incidents and the number of shooting victims in New York City.
From here, you guys are just going to go straight to your individual hits.
So the detectives have their files and they have their assignments, and now they're going to pick up the suspects. The case subjects are 11 members of the A-Train moving Crips gang. Queens DA Melinda Katz, who has been working with police to get guns off the streets and bring down gun violence, a top priority, says those gang members found guilty will pay for their crimes.
The 57-count indictment charging 11 defendants with conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, attempted assault, reckless endangerment, and the criminal possession of a weapon.
Me and my he step. If he's talking no bro, we gon' send him.
Two of those indicted are aspiring drill rappers, Amir Harris, who goes by Mir EBK. EBK is for everybody's killer. His rapping partner, Seth Johnson, who goes by Sab G. While many drill rappers are successful artists and not involved in crime, some are, says Captain Ryan Gillis. He says they use their lyrics to inflame their rivals called ops.
So the drill rap connection seems to always be a common theme in these investigations. Some people have more clout or more noteworthiness than others, but there's always a few members of the crew that take pride and like to antagonize the other opposition gangs.
Right now, we're part of a stack of police vehicles heading onto the Grand Central Parkway to the first location. We have an exclusive look with the detectives as they are taking us in neighborhoods in southeast Queens that they say were terrorized by these shooters. Officers go into this house and surround the yard to make sure the suspect does not escape. They put their lives on the line to give this community and the people living here the deed they deserve. The officers from the Gun Violence Suppression Division, along with officers and detectives from the Warrant Squad, just went into this house right here to try and bring out one of the suspects. We just got word that one of the main suspects has been taken custody, so we're going to the 111th precinct right now. One by one, the suspects are brought in to be booked on serious felony charges, ranging from weapons possession to attempted murder. Mr. Tanis, police say that you gave young teenagers guns. Is that true? So this is where all the suspects are being taken in here, right?
Yeah, all the suspects here subsequently to the investigation.
And then what about this case troubles you the most?
We have a 33-year-old individual that's essentially orchestrating things. He's recruiting younger individuals, younger impressionable individuals at that. And what is he doing? Putting guns in their hands and telling them where to shoot and who to shoot.
The shooting incidents in this case occurred from March of 2021 through December 2022.
We allege that the main goal of this violence is a turf war.
Now, police tell us that they are not after gang members themselves, but just a small percentage of gang members who are actually shooters. Now, if the defendants in this case are found guilty, they're looking at anywhere from 3 years to 5 years to life behind bars.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty amazing thinking of the people just trying to live their lives in the house next door to all this madness. Right. Obviously, they're thrilled to see these arrests taking place, right?
Absolutely, and these are communities where there's a lot of hardworking families, they're homeowners, they have multiple generations of the family in the home, and it makes all the difference in the world. You just walk out your door and they were shooting and jumping out of cars.
Nonsense, yeah.
And I think it's interesting, too, that police tell you that they're not out to arrest gang members, but those who are actually pulling the trigger.
No, absolutely, because you remember like 7 or 8 years ago, there was a big gang bust that we covered on Fox 5 Live, actually, on Good Day. It was over 100 gang members, but a lot of those charges don't stick. It's basically, let's catch and see what we get. This is the exact opposite. It's like precision policing. Yeah. They know who they're going for. They have all of the forensic evidence. They have all of the surveillance videos, all of these things to build these cases which stick, and they're getting a high conviction rate.
Wow, well, incredible reporting and access.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Yeah. This new free book is going to show you how to buy houses for $5,000 to $10,000 and buy land for as little as $1,000 through the
My name is DeHaven Irby, Brooklyn Zone, Marcy Projects. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't... It do hit different rap. Welcome back to the blog. Is it a blog or is it a vlog? Let's just start there. This part 2. J Main goes to part 2. It hit different. Yeah, I see we was over whooping and we had a lot of good positive feedback from the first time. So shout out to everybody who was involved. Now we finna basically go back to the old and give back some of the whoops that I created. Let's just start there. Y'all seen the last video. Y'all seen DQ tried the whoops. I let DQ try the whoops. Now I'm linking with another upcoming artist out of O Block by the name of Ike Munna. So do y'all homework on Ike Munna inviting J Main to O Block. So what we gonna do is we in a bulletproof truck right now. I got Lil Mike with me. He whooping. Hey, I'm coming. Let's start there. And guess what? I do got a surprise for the O Blockians. I do got the Lil Reese whoops, bro. Let's start there. My Stop the Violence video. Do we gotta go there? We do got to do your research whoops. So I hope it's some kids outside. Hope I be able to bless the kids with some of these whoops. Let's just start there. It hit different. We gotta pick up a couple more FYB members because we gonna make it a movement. Hey, J-Man, you just you push a piece by yourself, let the world know we really on that type of time too. So we gotta let the world know that we really whooping. And it's not just a one-man thing. It takes a community to change the environment, bro. So, you know, some good shit might rub, good shit, that shit might rub off on Lil Mike. It hit different. Let's just start there. So do y'all homework on how whooping. Okay, if we do got security on point, let's just start there. It hit different.
Been getting lifted and finding peace and forgiveness. I think anybody would say that sports and music are.
So let's start here, bro. We on our way back to O Block on bro. We finna go get another one of the guys. We already got 6, 7 in there. I got Lil Mike right here on For Them Gray. I'm right here. On bro right here on For Them. We got everybody. We making this a community thing. You catch my drift? It hit different. I'm gonna take more than just J Main to push the piece on For Them Gray. So flip the camera. Let's start there. We whooping. We gonna see if the last time can it go a little smoother this time. The last time I ain't get all the way in. So this time we gonna if Ike Munna can give us a better tour of what happened the first time. Y'all know I lived in O Block when I was little. Now it's like times change. Do y'all homework on there wasn't no gates right here. Do y'all homework on there wasn't no gates when J Main lived over there. Let's just start there. Hit different. We whooping, bro. Let's start that. Do y'all homework on Dulles? I think we're gonna go in through Dulles interest this time. Do y'all homework on my old elementary school? Do y'all homework on John Foster Dulles School? It's merch. They probably don't even let the kids, have recess no more. That was the old park I used to play at. But do your homework on this. It be so much gun violence in the community that they don't even let the kids over whoop no more. Do y'all homework? Nah, it look like we coming through 600. Let's just start it do hit different. I never did a walk to 600. Yeah, I know I did the Mimo 600 interview. I think it'd be crazy if I had Mimo take me through his routes. What y'all think on Fulham? I think I need Mimo to on Fulham walk me through his routes. Do y'all homework on Mimo walking J Main through drive? Let's just start there. Let's figure this out. How we really whoop, bro? Let's start there. What we at on? What this is 60th in Indiana? Do y'all homework? Damn. Got to be more careful. Damn, the airbag on front of my hope ain't nobody. You could die from shit like that. Like motherfucker think you gotta be on the E-way to die. You could die on the street on Fulham Grave from a crash on Fulham Grave. Do y'all homework? Do y'all homework on impact?
This what? This what for?
Oh, stomach ground. Do your homework, man.
Used to happen right here.
I don't even know nothing about this area, man. Let's just start here, man. This is where it all started at, man. How you met Beauty, man? It hit different when you in the community, you run into the community. It hit different.
Hey, now, I said, nigga looking like Little Wild here.
coming back to the motherfucking roots of this motherfucker. You heard? The roots. Originating motherfucker.
Endeavor,
You heard me?
Let's start there.
Look,
Endeavor, look.
Yo,
Man, I ain't seen y'all in
fool,
years, man. Look.
Good to see you, boy.
Nah, it's good to see y'all too, man. I'm trying to make a little positive impact on the community and shit.
Man, you ain't done nothing wrong on that field. You doing the smartest shit you can do, man.
Nah,
ain't shit out here, man.
Nah, I appreciate it. Real talking shit.
Ain't shit out here.
We finna go to Parkway and push the piece over there and do you know I got my shit. Y'all know I got the whoops too. So let's look.
Let me go with that one.
You know I got. Let's start there, huh? Hit different.
No doubt, no doubt.
Trying to do all the positive shit. Trying to keep this shit going.
That's what's up, man.
They say it's Dulles, you know, it's Veterans Day. So, you know, Dulles ain't even in today. So I'm thinking it's going to be over out there. Let's start there.
Right.
Now, look, do y'all homework, man. We got legends right here, man. Y'all don't even know who y'all standing in front of, man. Yeah. We got Colonel right here, man. Let's start there, man.
No, for sure. One and only.
Y'all homework, man. It's different.
From the bottom to the top right here, you know. Born and raised here. Watch him as a little ass kid with snot in his nose. Getting them 20s and 50s, buying them Jordans and shit.
Do we gotta go down?
You heard me?
Yeah.
Love the fuck out of his motherfucking pops, my motherfucking brother. You know? Just real shit, man. Down earth shit.
Now see, a lot of people don't know, now put it like this, on camera if we could talk, put it like this. Through the community, I seen you, like, let's just start there. I seen you give away a lot of the money. You did a lot of giving back before niggas really giving back.
Well, you know, shit, motherfucker had to set the platform, I feel. You hear me? Man, you know, it ain't nothing but a couple dollars, man. Niggas can't take that shit with them. You know? It's fucked up, man, how, you know, certain generations struggle. So when I was a kid like you, we had beans and rice. We going, what, door to door. You got some bread, you got some milk, you got some butter, some sugar. Oh, my mom needed a cigarette. So that's what we was doing. When I was coming up and we was doing what we was doing, my whole thing to make sure every motherfucker happy. Kids need clothes for school, we go get it. Kids need clothes, we go get it. The ice cream truck show up, we buy them out. Everyone come down to ice cream. Every blue moon, motherfucker throw 10, 15, 20,000 up in there for the kids.
Real.
You hear me? 2-3 times.
So put it like this. This one of my biggest influences coming. Let's start there. So like I just told, like what Unc just told y'all, man, he was doing this shit, throwing 20,000 to this for the kids. So what I just told y'all, I'm trying to get his 20,000 back to the kids. That's what we doing. That's what we finna do. This 20K, we coming back, getting this shit back to the trenches. It hit different. I think I wanted to ask you. So over these years, how long you did when you fed? How long you did?
Oh, I got 15 and a half off a 27-year bit.
27-year bit.
Yeah, and that was only because, you know, Trump signed the motherfucking bill. Other than that, my day was 2027 November.
Damn, 2027.
So he saved me 8 years, you hear me?
Trump.
Punch Trump.
It's different.
You heard me?
It's different.
Fuck that. Kamala ain't gave motherfuckers nothing. And Biden ain't done shit.
So look,
automatic crash response.
Sarah, this is OnStar.
That's better. OnStar, better never stops.
The reason you bought it? Early Christmas gift. To remind her she's still got it. Save on gifts at Sephora at Kohl's, where beauty insiders get 20% off their entire beauty purchase through December 15th.
Thank you.
As me growing up, what would, put it like this, when you came home, what was the bit, like you did 15 years, you come home, I'm grown, you come home, like grown, Lil Reese, everybody knew you, so what you was first thinking when you saying all the bullshit, like all the commotion, like man, what the fuck is going on, like how the fuck, did you peep out everything that was going on, like, or was you ain't know what the fuck was going on?
Well, you know, it's real shocking when I got home to see how the community, you know, done fell apart, you know, because we had structure. And we had love, real love, you know. Motherfuckers got their ass disciplined when they weren't in line. And that, they missed that generation I was in and we left, that's what y'all missed. The teaching was gone, the guys was gone, a lot of more things was gone. Due to our government, like everybody, the bad boys, that want to throw the key away with everybody. So they're part of the problem too, because they ain't do no help for real. Now, look what's behind us. Motherfuckers catching Ricos, all bullshit that's supposed to be regular cases. Because this generation, ain't no message to come in this generation. I don't agree with everything that Charleston White say, but he ain't no message. Just like with the children of Israel, they had to be in the wilderness for 40 years. Because they and a lot of young kids in this race go down because they disobedient. They want to listen. One thing about us, man, we still got big ups right there around the corner. We listen right now. Just like your goddamn granddaddy right now. We listen to him.
My granddaddy around the corner? Ain't different. He's still over there? I was about to say my granddaddy over there right now.
He might be there.
Ain't different. I ain't saying that.
He over there now.
He over there?
Yeah.
We probably got to walk over there.
But the main thing, man, we doing some good now, Phil. We can't, we playing reach one, teach one, even if it's one. No man left behind, you know what I'm saying? One teach one, even if it's one. A lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna listen, but some can wake up, and that's how, if you're doing that, you're doing your due diligence.
What you feel like with me trying to bring, I don't know if y'all been seeing the movement, the Woo movement, I've been trying to like bring shit together. How was y'all able to stay out of, because it seemed like y'all generation, y'all was getting so much money over here, y'all wasn't worried about niggas on the other block, but y'all knew niggas on the other block, so it's like, how did y'all basically stay on the money term? Like, it wasn't with all this killing that's going on, like, how did y'all stay focused on the money?
Well, this generation, man, and it's sad, but I hate to say it, it's more like, everybody want a reputation. If I ain't a gangster, if I ain't killing, they don't give a fuck about the money. Everybody don't give a fuck about the money. Me, us, that's how we was about the money. Yeah, we had our times when we gang bang, we done that, and y'all, we went through the same shit y'all went through, you feel me? But we set a trait to a point where we got to a point where we ain't got to do that no more. We just get money. You feel me? Everybody took L's. We lost some hell of a guys back then. We was shot. It's just sad to see the community now losing them rapidly. We ain't lose brothers like how they been lost these days. And that's the hurting part. You feel me? And that's the hurting part, bro. So now we need young brothers like you to rub them elbows with them old guys that you didn't have bonds with, didn't have relationships with. Because it was easy for us. When the motherfuckers say from the top, man, that shit over with. Ain't none of that. You can jump out there you want to. You going to the hospital. And that's real shit. So when you don't have that, what you have disobedience. And shit like this happen. You know what I'm saying? 11-year-old, 12-year-old. They think it's all about killing at a young age. Ain't nobody killing for fun, man. We trying to protect ourselves. We have to, yeah. But for fun, nah. Being locked up, the same guys we was into it with, but the same guys protecting us, protecting them. Because it's different when you're in them fed joints and you got 200 motherfuckers in here from DC and another motherfucker, 500 over here from Baltimore and vice versa. So every head count. And now we become brothers of the same struggle again. You feel me?
So let me ask you this. After all the shit that done happened, you done been to the feds, and then you done came home and you done seen how this shit play out. How do you feel about the older heads from off Eberhard and off Vernon and shit like that? How do you feel about those guys?
Well, you have to remember something. Before I left, us and them guys, we was already out of, settled zone. A respect thing. And even if it did get out, man, y'all stay on y'all side, we stay on our side. So we won't have to worry about colliding and doing all that crazy stuff. But for the most part, I'm cool before I left. Big brothers like Dale, a couple more
guys. We was all cool before we left.
Long live.
Everybody was getting money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was getting money. I can't look at some shorties who, now this 20 years later, I'm into it with the shorties, and these my nephews, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's some kin of somebody, no matter how you look at it. How we was at that building? Family. I'm put the belt to her ass, get upstairs. All right, you booking it, right? Okay then, that's how it was. No more. When we was little, everybody whooped our ass till I got to the upstairs real to mama. Well, what you do then? Mama, he said, get in there, I'm gonna whoop your ass too. So that's how it went. That was a real community love there. No matter what, no matter who got high, who got drunk, who done what they done, guess what? We still love them and respect them, and we protect them. No matter what.
Man, y'all heard this right here first, man. C-Mac, man, Colonel, man. We got, man. Hello, man. Let's just start up, man. Hold on. One more time, man. Welcome home, man. Look, I was never been seeing you on Facebook and getting into it, man. Whole time I've been wanting to tap in about see to that money on that, but I'm like, I'm still the same, man. It hit different.
Ain't no change, man. Just a different game plan.
Let's start there.
Cause the other shit dead. Heard me?
Nah, real talk.
Dead, bro.
Real talk. It do hit different. I think we you gonna walk with me to Parkway? How y'all?
I can't right now because I'm waiting on somebody.
Okay, that's
we gotta rotate.
Okay, that's the bet. Love.
No doubt. Y'all be careful for real, man.
That's the bet. You already know. Love.
Everything should be good though. You feel me?
Okay, that's the bet.
All right, love, man. All right, y'all.
I just saying, it hit different when you just see Colonel start there. When you go back to your roots, it hit different. Hold on, let just do y'all homework. Come on. These stuff around. Do your homework. Build them right. Look, do your homework on little kids. Do your homework on the big kids playground. Be over here. Look. Big kids playground. Just be over there. Do your homework on the basketball rim. Do your homework, bro. Let's start there. This was like the back of the building on for them great dudes from the back of the building. Do your homework on my used to be in the back shooting dice back there. Let's start there. Bro, you be able to come back and it's like they took what was here. So all I could do is tell the stories. It's just a memory at this point. Like all I could do is tell the story. Like this store wasn't even Save a Lot. This was Vito. Let's just start there on this one. Being Vito. This one, this was Vito. So, but my ears is a little cold, bro. Man, it's definitely about that time. Great. My pop told me, he's like, man, you gotta go see your granddaddy too. Yeah. He so told me, and I just asked him, like I said, my granddaddy over there. He said he probably over there. He said I was in his truck. This how you coming? This how you coming? Okay, get like you. Gotta be alright. Look, I'm trying to get like that. Knock it off. Where my box at, man? Look. You know I got a box of whoops for you.
Find the best holiday gifts. Amazon. Woo! Woo! Save on toys, home, and more. Woo! Shop great deals now on Amazon. Woo!
Let's start out. What's going on, my boy? Brother, they say you've been making so much noise in the
I need to make some noise in the shoe, my brother.
Let's start down. They say, man, you can't go back to the O without Sadiq. A lot of people want to know who you is, bro.
Who I am? I'm Sadiq Ali, just a simple person, Muslim. That's who I am. Some Muslim trying to put peace and prayer and purpose in the neighborhood.
Okay, let's
And I'm right with my boy because he pushing peace.
Let's start there.
Allahu Akbar. So we got to do something. I sit down. Got the big whoop box on.
Let's start there. I'm trying to whoop.
Back gonna be broke. That big old thing on your neck.
I done bought a couple boxes of whoop.
Yeah, we ready, my brother. I didn't hear my truck coming over here with you. Oh.
Hey, grab a couple runs from the block and come from the way. Okay. I want us all to go to O Block together. I mean, go to Africa. We're gonna raise the fund and we're gonna pay.
Can we walk this way and grab one of the brothers?
Man,
That would have been harder. We could have grabbed one of the brothers right here. Like we could have met you. Man. Oh, the Marion. I know Johnson. We can go. What is it?
Hey, Ladybug, how you doing? Oh, I'm peaceful. Trying to keep the people.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Like on that. No.
Hold on, what up?
Raise that. I'll be coming though,
I think we gotta go that way. How y'all feeling? You feeling, brother? All right. Y'all ain't did our homework on these two? You did? You know what these is? Let's start now. Who died for these? Rosa Parks? Okay, he say Rosa Parks died for the roof. Let's start there. Y'all feeling? What's up? Y'all push the beat? Let's start there. Hit them.
We'll go this way.
Come on, Eric. Let him up. We're going this way. Give me I need to watch the wall. It's cold out here. My old school, I'm trying to figure it out.
Hey.
Y'all, I told her to the back. I'm saying, I wonder if Miss Ross still work up here.
Huh?
You know, you trying to
at the gate?
Y'all ain't try to whoop? And then different. You want one of these whoops that take you across the whoops on? Yeah. Okay, that's the best.
Okay, because you gotta get somebody.
Go home, let's go. Yeah. Let's go. How y'all feeling? What's up, brother? How you feeling?
Coach Andre, nice to meet you, my man.
You gotta work.
Most definitely. I don't know.
I don't know if y'all parents want me to be getting y'all this. Did y'all ask y'all parents? It's different. I got your cousin some whoop?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in there.
Look, y'all gonna let's start that. We in trouble. Let's start that. Yeah, I gotta try. We back at Dallas. And hit Denver.
Hey, what happened? What's going on? Hey, listen, the brothers trying to make peace. Alhamdulillah, we represent that Muslim mag. You know, we Muslims, we got peace, right? For sure. So I want y'all to do what they mean. Don't lock it up, make peace right here, man. That's how we come.
Damn, you big as hell in person, boy. I gotta start there.
Ike Mana.
Look, Ike Mana, I'm right here with these rules. I got
Come on, let's get in the street. They tripping. Come on, let's go to the street.
Yeah, what number?
Hey, what's that, Knock? How you coming? Where you been at, man? Come see me.
I was thinking. Okay, that's a bit.
But we gotta get off this school premises.
Yeah, we finna go right through the gate.
Damn. 2023.
We got Black Mike the Barber out here. I told you it was gonna be kids out here. Let's start there. It's kids out here. We pushing peace. We stopping this violence. Let's start there.
Leave it there, sir.
Okay. Smoke over here. What's up, brother? How you feeling? Hey, look. Love you too, brother. Let's say you gotta go out. What you finna do? Shut me, grab my kids. How you feeling? What's up, bro? How y'all feeling?
One box for my nephew.
Let's start there.
Yeah, get that to my nephew. Where you at? Get that for him.
Juju! Come here! Come here, Joe!
Please listen.
Straight up?
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you get a box. Let's start there.
Yeah, come on. Let's in. Come on.
Last time I ain't make it. Let's start there. You really put your piece.
I got you.
Let's start here. Oh, that's the style I used to do. I had my first fight right here. It's different. I had my first fight at the what's up, bro? Hey, y'all want some milk? Who got milk over here? Look, we found out the little Reese Woops are old block. These real whoops. Don't do that. Don't do that. These is real whoops. These are real whoops. Can we get back to this gate? Let's start there. Once we come in, Ike Mana. Now can we get out? Let's start there.
Oh, they go police right there.
Straight up. Okay. Let's start there.
So the old we brought Brother Jermaine over, right? Y'all know we Muslims, right? Yeah, for sure. And we do peace, right, bro? So we go lock in and push peace with brothers, man. That's cool. Brother. We represent Muslim act. That's what Muslims do, right? Alhamdulillah.
You know I had to bring the little Reese Woops over here. Please don't look like that. Don't look like that. Don't look like that. You know I had to bring the Stop the Violence Woops over here. Let's start there.
Do your research. He's not my cousin.
He do.
Who made this box? Yeah. These Reese's Puffs.
Nah, these real whoops, though. We ain't even whoops. We go to the main side. Now look, we in the O right now. I gotta wait till police walk back over here. I gotta wait. Oh, this okay.
Damn, it's cold.
Okay, they got.
I'm like rock fly.
Okay, let's start there.
You coming, man? You know we Muslims, like we push peace, bro. You know that. What's up, man? I got a phone to pick with you. I did everything over. I got a phone to pick with you, Mike. Boy. No, I'm gonna talk later.
Where he at?
How you coming, bro?
Got Domino's rewards points? With so many different items to choose from, you might even have free Domino's already waiting for you.
With Chevy Equinox EV, you get the tech you want with a best-in-class 7.7-inch touchscreen, a vehicle you know, value you'd expect, and a dealer right down the street. Go EV without changing a thing. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
We making history right now. Y'all feel it? We making history right now. What we doing? Taking out the community back over. That's what we doing. Taking the kids gonna be able to come outside. Y'all see all the kids out here whooping. Let's start that.
Breeze kind of biting a little bit. Yeah.
We in O Block right now. Now we trying to end these trends of smoking niggas dead at home. We trying to smoke. I don't be smoking nobody. But put it like this: I'm talking to the older generation. Vice versa. Same thing go for this side, that side, every side from Chicago. Ain't no big ass little youth. I feel like we let the smoking dead people trend go too far. I feel like now we got 63rd and O Block. Why is we still whooping like that? Right. You catch my drill? So I feel like it starts with us, and we set the example for the shorties. Maybe they'll pick it up, maybe they won't. But I feel like
I got a question of why y'all decided to set the example when we were shorties?
I take that. I take that.
Like when we were shorties, like you know, like all that, like the this and stuff. You know, them our people, like them, his cousins, our brothers and stuff. Like and this stuff that you said, that like, it's like that shit. Is like it's just some people that don't let go of shit.
Nah, real talk.
But it's like if you was gonna do it, I just feel like y'all should have been there instead of doing it now. Like when the internet involved, like all like the songs and all that. I feel like if we really want to do it and like push it the right way, all the songs, that shit gotta get deleted. You know what I'm saying? Like we got homies that died young, and they mama like heard you say something. They, damn, this grown man, my son was 18, 19. He died like, even though like everybody be doing what they doing, do they look dirty they own, but it's like I feel like it's like when it's respect for moms and shit like that, it should be like I feel like a public apology to like parents or like even these people, kids and stuff. That should be like that's real needed.
My kids, if they ain't heard me once, but this is not my first time apologizing, I apologize if you ain't heard me.
I never heard about it.
Right here in person, I'm phone number. I'm at Ho Block. I apologize to y'all for any type of way that y'all may heard me speak ill on y'all brothers' ears, bro. And different, we brothers at the end of the day. And I feel like vice versa.
Yeah, it go both ways.
Let it start there.
Sure.
So just like how you. Oh, what?
All your songs, that shit's on YouTube?
Yeah, songs on YouTube.
If you push a piece, take that shit out, brother. That's the first step. All this camera shit ain't about nothing. That's the first step, bro.
The song, and it should be vice versa on both sides then,
yeah,
right?
for sure. That's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm saying, like, how old you?
I'm 30, man.
I am 20. Y'all had a chance to do it when we were like me and my people. We were shorties at one time. Y'all had a chance to like you could have like what made you do it now? That's what I'm saying. Like why now? Like you see what I'm saying?
This generation coming up from under you.
That's what I'm saying. But that generation under me done heard you say too. You see what I'm saying? Like these ain't no real little kids. These people that's been around. Like we a family over here. Like I don't know how y'all do that, but like when one person died or how it is, it's like everybody feel it. Then we hear somebody like just saying some shit like, damn, that shit be like, even though it be going both sides, but it's like I said, some people don't let go of shit. It was like people died young and these are our childhood friends and we done heard y'all say stuff, y'all probably didn't. I don't know, you see what I'm saying? But I just feel like, yeah, that part, like the songs and like, maybe start taking that shit down. Doing that shit, then
I agree with I can take songs, put it like this. Any song dissing any black brother the way J Lane coming right now, any dissing, tarnishing black image. I don't know if y'all ain't been following my movement, but I don't even like play shit like that. I don't even really be playing that type of shit no more. Don't get me wrong, I like the beats, I know I can rap, catch my drift, and I know it's a million other motherfuckers in the world that like it, that's why they was playing that shit. But at the end of the day, I was degrading black people to say, so that shit not what we on right now. And to change the narrative on Foot on Gray, I'm with it. Fuck them songs, man. Fuck them songs. The songs ain't about shit, bro.
Yeah, so with like then five like alright, so like when you was doing that shit back then, like that shit made you feel good doing that shit, or was it like?
Oh, that shit was always to feed my family, so never had nothing to do with none of like the person. Some people, bro, I didn't even know who they was, to be honest.
See, like that's what I'm saying right there. Like this part what I'm saying. Like it's people that died young.
So it was goofy shit.
Yeah, like you see what I'm saying? Like it was. You might have talked, but it's like I just feel like me, like the mindset I got. I'm 20. I've been having a grown mindset since I was like 15, 16. So I know like how to be mature and not. All that shit was immature. Like that shit was. It
was. I'm my baby.
Yeah, all that shit was lame. Like, bro, like even like with the shit, especially like when it came to talking about the females, like you know, Keita, like all that, like that shit was. I feel like that was just doing too much. It's just like this girl do to y'all. You see what I'm saying? Like what did this girl ever do to y'all? You feel? It's like you had no point. Like you probably doing that shit to get laughs, get views, get money, but it's like you could have did this shit and still been the same way. Fuck this and all that. You could have put Pete from the start. If you would have, I'm telling like when all your guys were live and shit back then, I feel like start pushing Pete, like that shit probably would have been bigger than what it is now. Like it probably would have been like way like damn he stopped this shit early.
Hey, man. That's all the blame, but put it like this. This is why I tell you though.
It was just like you one of the main ones. Like,
and I get it though. I get it though. On my baby, I get it.
And he here right now trying to settle the peace though. You gotta give respect where respect is due, right? Whatever been going on.
How many niggas done did this? Even tried to even.
He has been this one trying to settle the peace, and us as Swiss, we're gonna settle his hand. You know what I mean? Palms up, we're gonna settle his hand, palms up.
And I appreciate y'all for letting us come over here.
You know what I mean? So again, like you said, you spoke, you had to speak. That's what take that from you, right? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we gotta start somewhere, man. We gotta start somewhere. And we gonna start right here.
We all in community, bro. They always try to divide this shit, bro. I went to Dulles too. Let's start there.
All of us as Christians, we got our leading us, right? So with a lot of victories are short. Allah said, you just convey the message, and I handle the rest. You see what I'm saying? Allah gonna put it together. It ain't on that what Allah want. So alhamdulillah, you definitely got what you offer. And you have every right to feel what you feel.
Take your time with your feelings.
But at the end of the day, we're gonna still be men.
So I got a question.
And we still, hold on now. And we're gonna be men, all right? You know? At the end of the day, we're gonna be men, and we gotta still live up for the kids that's still out here. All right. We gotta raise them the right way. It's gonna have to start right now. So why can't it start with us right now? With all the little brothers right here, right now, let's make a peace. Let's make a point right now that we don't stop. Brothers just agree to everything that you actually agree to. Alhamdulillah. No, listen. You even put me on a deep. Because when he got me on bitch, he can't do this shit. He ain't got no sex. No, I ain't got no respect for him. I love you with me. I love you with me. You disrespect already, but you doing it for me though. I didn't have to go.
They got you.
You don't believe it. Thank you so much. I think today wasn't so great, but I didn't really
Damn. Well, you could try, J-Man. Well, damn.
You extended your hand.
The enclave for Buick has to make a statement. It will be undeniably
Today's show is sponsored by Pink Horsepower. Fellas, when you're down and out, take a shot of Pink Horsepower. Get on the up and up. No need for the panicking. Pink Horsepower, leave you stiffer than a mannequin. Pause. Make sure you go pinkhorsepower-.net to go and get yours. Listen, today during the show is a very, very special guest. He's a rapper, actor, businessman, entrepreneur. His first album, Get Rich or Die Trying, second album, Massacre, and single, In the Club, all went diamond, selling over 10 million records each individually. He's also the executive producer for the hit series Power on Stars, which has the biggest audience for a series ever on Stars, with the hit show BMF. He recently got his residency in Las Vegas. Look, we could go on and on. I want to introduce a good friend of mine, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. What's up, man? I got my nigga Yayo in the building today already here.
What's good, nigga? What's good? What's good, boy?
I'm happy y'all here, man. Fifth, what's going on, baby?
Oh, man, I'm excited, man. I'm good spirit.
Talk to me about this residency that everybody's talking about, because niggas get residencies in Vegas, but more than a residency, people keep talking about the money. Everything is $15 million. Everywhere we go on this I've never seen a nigga get this much congratulations on residency. Basketball players, executives, bitches. What makes this residency so important?
Well, look, for me, it's important to me. I don't have to travel. You know, when I'm tired, it's usually fatigue from the travel.
Right.
From place to place. At that point, like, well, this is why we start jet setting. Like, we start being on jets all the time. It makes it a lot easier for me to a lot of territory across the period. And then when we said we could close the year out, and I could do the residency piece, I was like, I was in talks to do the Sphere, to be in there. And it's super complicated to build the show for that room.
Right.
So it was like, this was the better option of the two to do.
Gotcha. Where is it so people know?
It's in the PH Live, it's Planet Hollywood.
Gotcha. You just came off a world tour, grossed over $100 million from what I was looking at. Do you still enjoy touring as much as you did when you were younger?
I really enjoyed the last tour. Like, and it was because there was no pressure. I didn't just come off a record where I gotta get people into these new songs and stuff. The television business was saying it was on strike, so I was saying it was on tour.
Right.
And it was like at the same time, because they did that, I took the tour. But I went through a process with Live Nation before they was willing to do it. I did like 6 shows this when we was doing GOG.
Yeah. I guess there were 4 damn near.
Yeah, 4. It was 4 joints, and it was like in Germany.
Right.
And they didn't want to support it because they felt like we was gonna have issues because of COVID, financing the whole thing.
Right.
Well, and then I had guys that I worked previously in those markets, be the promoters for me, so they did all the logistics and everything for it.
Right.
But the deal was my deal.
Gotcha.
Like, it was nobody else involved. Then I came back after we did 4. We went back and did 16 more days. And I'm selling shit on campus. It was like our audience has money.
Right.
Like the people who were in college partying in 03, down grown,
right,
in success, the habit that they have to have a drink, they got a wine cellar in success.
Right.
They got a bar at the crib. They have casually having that drink at home instead of in the club, because their kids are now having it in the club.
Right.
And you know, while I'm out on this run, they was willing to come with their kids, it felt like.
Right.
It's just like, I'll go to that one with you.
Right.
That other shit, I don't know what they saying. Like, you know, like the way the new style.
That's a fact. What about you, Yayo? You've been there from the beginning. You enjoying this shit too?
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, we in the
I'm gonna give him my money back,
you know?
man. You know how much money I made him?
How much you made him? I see you take it.
I'm appreciative.
No.
You know what I mean?
I seen you too. So I want to stick to the touring and go into some things that people don't know about you real quick. But I want to ask you, Yayo, I seen you taking some acting classes, 50 posted.
Right.
Do you feel, when you see Fifth, do you be like, yo, what's up? Can I get what's happening? Does he tell you, I need acting?
You know what I feel? I feel like Power wouldn't be what it was if he put all his friends in there.
Gotcha.
So I know it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? He turned everybody, Michael Rainey, all these guys into big actors.
Right.
But some of them been to school years.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I know it's not just, he could just put his friends in there.
Right.
Of course, I want to be in something.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? You gotta work for it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's what's up.
And then after tour, come on, we staying in like Amani Hotel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We stay in the Four Seasons.
Right.
We staying in the best hotels.
The best of the best.
Yeah, and he don't gotta put us in hotels.
Right.
You know?
No, that's what's up, man. Because for me, and I didn't have to love like such music-wise, I just be, sometimes it'd be like, yo, I don't feel like it. I don't really feel like it. My nigga, I can't do it, my nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah, nah, but when I see you guys on tour, y'all niggas are genuinely enjoying yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking to Star, so what was your last 72 hours like? This week, where did you go?
Oh, man. We went to Qatar. So we flew, well, this was
12 hours there.
Yeah, 12 hours there.
12
This was
hours there, 13
This
hours
is Thanksgiving night.
Right.
Flew to Qatar.
Atlantic City.
12 hours. Yeah, we went there for like an hour and 45 minutes. So we got off. No, it was about 3 hours.
We there for about a good 3
hours.
Yeah.
And then we got back on the plane, so it was like 13 and a half hours back. So it's 25 and a half hours. And then we went from there
straight to AC.
To Atlantic City. Did the Harris, the pool party, and then
the Ravens.
Then we had to go to Baltimore.
We had to Baltimore to their casinos in Baltimore.
Y'all niggas ain't tired?
And then we had to come to Vegas, nigga. It ain't even over yet,
Then you
nigga.
going to Miami.
Did Miami.
Then you going to Art Basel.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas moving like rock stars, man.
Move.
Nah, that's what's up. Tell me about the liquor.
Well, that, Bill Branson and LaShamin Dewar, those are, I own the entire company.
Right.
It's not
Sire?
like, yeah, Sire, it's my son's company. Like the plan was to just build that company and just let him have it. Like to let it be, how I pass it on to him and he do it from there. But so I'll be doing some different things. They'll see me come with the tequila next and some other things.
Right.
Put in the portfolio and then let it grow.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know, and I'm learning this in the last couple of months, being involved with sports. Your partnerships, I was looking at the Houston Rockets, Sacramento Kings, the Houston Texans, the Houston Astros, the Indiana Pacers, the Orlando Magic, the Washington Commanders, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I'm sitting there saying, over the last year or two or so, like, what the fuck 50 doing courtside at the Sacramento Kings game?
What's he doing in Sacramento?
What's going on? And then I'm learning that you have these partnerships with your brand, with these teams. Could you explain to us the partnership that you have?
Well, my partnerships with the own direct. Right. So the Vivek in Sacramento, and then with Tillman in Houston, and then the Astros. As soon as we got there, like I got the Astros, the Texans, the Rockets all at the same time. It was like, it's crazy because I think when, I keep it a buck, right? I think when you have everything, the cool is the object.
Right.
It's to figure out what's really cool.
Right.
And then when the guys that, like the really rich guys, the owners,
right,
when they keep seeing you around other guys that are their equivalent,
right,
they look and go, bring me that, that's cool. So they want to be around me too, because they keep seeing me with the other guys, right? Like in the right circles, and then it starts to open up. Like now it's like 11 professional sports teams,
right?
And then it's ill because when the NFL has no issues, this is why I was saying I knew what old boy was doing, right? With the Super Bowl, because he was doing like shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Doing some wild shit, Ken, because he was saying that to Eminem that the NFL had the issue with me. And I'm like, well, what's the issue? Why don't I have an issue when I'm becoming a partner in the actual team, but they had an issue with my performance? Right. Makes no sense. You know
So
what I mean?
I was going to get to that later, but since we're here now. And when he says "oh boy" for the audience that
Yes,
don't, I'm talking about Jay-Z. This was discussed before. Jay-Z told Dr. Dre, just for people who's not up on this, or Eminem, that he didn't want you to perform part of that Super Bowl they had a couple years ago. Why do you think that is?
Well, I just
threatened.
Yeah,
possibly.
I think I think it's just when you take the competition from, like, our culture is competitive, man. It is, but I think when it goes past the music itself to blocking things in business, then I don't understand that. Like right now, you're not even competing for a slot. You don't have a new song out that you want to be on the top 10 or top 5, and you still competing. It don't make sense. Like, what are we competing for? What's the goal? Like this even like a lot of even a lot of the competitive stuff, or what we would call it beef, right? It changed. That terminology changed from when when it's Biggie and Tupac, because we start saying the things that people would say that cause beef in the environment.
Right.
When before that, they called it babbling in our culture.
Right.
Right. Because that's what it is until it turns into some street shit. Like,
right.
So when you're not competing for those things anymore, and you start looking and you go, so what was the problem? You can't exactly remember what the problem was. That's with Joe. Mm-hmm. Like my issue with Joe, I was like, yo, I think what was the like? When did we bump into each other and have an altercation?
Right.
It wasn't that. It was just he's loyal to a default.
Right.
He was so loyal that he was like on the side without having to be on the side.
Right.
You know, and then that, you know, it dissolves itself with time because you ain't really got an issue.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely. Talk to me real quick before we get back into anything music-wise. Let's stick with the sports. You have this thing called the fifth. Explain what the fifth quarter is.
The fifth quarter is whenever people get in early, trying to beat the traffic.
And yes, so we talk about sports teams, and they leaving the professional sports events.
Right. That I create these social lounges like in Houston Rockets, in Toyota Center, the arenas. The fifth quarter is the social area where they go to the bar and hang out. So
in the arenas.
Yeah, in the arenas.
Right.
So instead of trying to run out early, like they leaving before. If the game is close, you just got to go traffic.
Right.
Because you're like, damn, it's only a 1-point game, 2-point game, and they're not sure who's going to win the game. But a lot of times, like people get up and start leaving at the end of the fourth because they're trying to beat the traffic out of the actual arena, and instead now they come hang out because it's a cooler, the environment is just cooler now.
Right. You had a boxing promotion company once.
Yeah.
What happened to the boxing promotion company?
That really happened because of my relationship with Floyd. You know what I mean? I didn't have interest in being a promoter like out the gate. It was just, he was doing Mayweather promotions at the time, and then he had to do 90 days. He was going to jail. And he had fighters, he had Ruckus Gamboa, he had guys that was just lingering. I'm like, champ, if they're gonna leave. If you go to jail, they're just gonna leave. Like, and he had been giving them 50,000 and 50,000 and 50,000. So he had already gave Gamboa 300,000 to chill on the side. And then we ended up, when he did go in, I ended up picking up all the fighters. And so it's Ruckus Gamboa, I had James Kirkland, Andre Durrell, Billy Dibb, he was the IBF champion at that point, and then a few other guys younger guys that I picked up. But you don't want to go into business with fighters.
Why not? Explain that.
They tell me is built on the way the business runs. So it's like they fight, get the money, spend the money, then fight again.
Right.
So in cycle, they become loyal to whoever can provide for them when they're done with the money. Like, so if in that cycle, if you spent the money and then you're looking around and then Al look out for you, that person is Al Heyman. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to stay loyal to Al Heyman because he keep looking out for you when you burn the money down before you go fight again. You know what I'm saying? So even they got this thing where they're prone to commitment based on that. Even though they got the fight in itself give them an appetite for a lot of women.
Right.
But they still commit to someone because they want someone to be with them when they're on their lowest points.
You still watch boxing?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite fighter right now?
Right now, I'm working with Bud, man. I'm rocking with Bud.
Rocking with Bud? What about Tank? There's a fight coming up. Tank announced today, actually, that he's retiring. You believe that?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not time to retire.
Right.
I think Tank he's a killer for the group of the fighters, the little fight game. He's tough as nails.
He was arguing with Shakur today, yesterday, right?
Was he?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
He was saying he don't think he deserved to fight.
He basically,
or even to be in the conversation.
They should fight though. They need to fight.
That's the problem.
Yeah, Shakur Tank. Yeah.
To me, that's really the problem. Or even before Ryan stepped in,
you got beefing with Shakur, nigga.
You got Shakur.
You said something. Yeah, they was beefing.
Everybody, listen. Let me say. Let me tell you something. This shit worse than rap. These niggas tender, yo. Yo, I swear to God. And then I'm sitting there figuring, like, I'm trying to navigate this shit because I'm new doing this shit the last year and a half, going on 2 years, probably a year and a half. And I'm like, Stephen A. Smith has said ain't no big deal. Skip Bayless say ain't no big deal. Kim said, It's a big deal because they care more about where it come from, but I still got a job to do.
And it's a cultural connection. Like you think, look, even what's on NBC, what's the name? Ari Noble.
Yeah.
He's number one. His connection is hip hop culture because he grew up listening to the music. He can make that kind of some of the stuff, information that he's talking about is going over the audience's head. But when he say that, the line it matches up. They go, oh, okay. They understand. They feel more comfortable watching what he's saying.
Right.
You already a part of it. So
exactly.
when you say something, they're going, why the fuck he said about me?
That's the way Kim said. That's why. You a sarcastic nigga, bro.
I mean, I don't mean to be. You know, it's just.
But between the two of them, I think Shakur's a serious defensive fighter. Yeah. I'm sure it did.
Well, the thing about it is,
to stop
you know what it is with Shakur is that a lot of just people label him boring. Then they say he hasn't fought anybody. He's from Newark. He got booed in Newark. He fought on ESPN and it wasn't pay-per-view, so we're acknowledging just reading all this shit. Fuck, that's the next thing niggas always try to do. Fuck them old niggas. I don't care, nigga. That nigga's favorite line. You a fuck nigga. One nigga I look better than y'all niggas. Y'all niggas I get the money I'm getting. Y'all niggas not as fly as I am. Y'all niggas is pathetic, nigga. And the other niggas outside of being athletes, these niggas, as far as rappers or anything else, these niggas is cooked. They on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole nother dynamic. Like, calling me old, nigga, it's either two things. You gonna get older, you gonna die young.
Yeah.
Don't die young, nigga.
That's real right
So
there.
that's just what it is. So it's just the only thing you got.
Yo, look, I think out of the two of them though, that Tank, still that. You know, I watched Tank. It be feeling like he'd be losing the fight though, like he'd be.
I think, to be honest, he is losing on the scorecards, but he think
he's still
knock
knocking him out. Yeah,
what's gonna happen? He got 32 fights, 30 knockouts.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened.
He get him tired. I don't know, but he got to stop losing them rounds while he getting him tired.
Somebody gonna eventually just run
and just get the fuck away from him.
Get the fuck away from the nigga and just eventually end up with the scorecards. Look, why did you choose Street to build your studio at?
Well, it was already set up.
Okay.
Like the Millennium Studios was there, and when I first started looking at film and television, Avi Lerner was the person that I came in contact with right away. He was looking at things completely different, Cam. Like I thought the passion that we put into the project would make it great, like make a hit. Like the way we would build the album and the recording studio, it's not that. Avi was looking at it like, is it good? Like he didn't even read the script. He looked at his man, it's good, okay, we got Stallone, with his action, it's on genre, we can get this much for it in this many territories. So he already knew how much he was gonna make off of it, selling it off the rights in those different territories. And I'm like, I didn't look at film like that. I looked at it like concept, creative, the creative side of things. And then he had Millennium already there. I was able to talk to him. I did the Expendables, the last Expendables, Stallone, Megan Fox, and Dolph Lundgren, and we was in Bulgaria shooting that movie. And I was able to talk to him there about the Shreveport. I was like, what was wrong with it? He said nothing. The incentive just went away. So when they moved the taxi center from Shreveport, a lot of people that worked in Shreveport gravitated to Atlanta. It's the closest area that a lot of film production is going on, and they just rocked out there. And then, so it's a lot of political stuff that makes things shift and go the other way. And then they almost did it again, because while I was in the middle of getting things together to start filming out there, it came up, but it was with them wanting to change the taxi center. And I'm like, but it worked out though.
So that's what's up. We see you talking, or you mentioning Natalia Perry lately. You guys got something in the work, or you just get advice from him? What's your relationship?
Well, he hit me to different companies that are creating technology that are making the older way of this stuff obsolete. Like, so he's like this big major screen. It's like a oval shaped backdrop that you shoot the digital content on and you put on. And he was like they made this 3 years ago. They paid $25 million for it. They want to sell it to me at $8 million, and it'll be worth $4 million in 2 years. And I'm like, you gonna buy that? I wouldn't buy that. Now with it going down like that, right? He said, nah, I'm not gonna get it. But I'm telling you, he was explaining, like, breaking down how fast the technology is changing. The stuff you could do with AI is crazy. Like, it's not, you know, like, in my editing bay in Shreveport, what was half of it, what was originally the edit bay, half of it, AI technician. And the other half is editors now, because it doesn't make sense to not be in that, you know, in the loop.
Right, gotcha. I seen that part 2 is coming out. When is that coming out? What's your involvement with it?
That one is January.
Okay.
That'll be the next picture that the executive produced that goes in the theaters.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I was looking and did you ever, we just was talking about, I don't think we was on camera talking about it yet, but you with Steve Stout and Qatar.
Yeah.
Did y'all used to have beef, or it seemed like it was beef?
That was
a part of it. So that was a part of it, because me and Steve talk with, and I'll be like, yo, I see you with 50, y'all niggas good. He's like, we never had beef. And I'm not sure. It seemed like y'all niggas might have had some problems. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know the details, but he's like, no, we never had a problem. And I'm like, I'm gonna ask this nigga 50.
You know what happened? Steve, he actually did the with Trackmaster.
Okay.
He did the deal then, like in the beginning. So it was cool from the very beginning. And then after I got hit, when I came back around, he wanted to meet me. We sat, we talked. He had deals with riders over at Interscope, and then he had Timbaland. And he goes, nobody wanted to touch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I understood it was the same reason when we was Puffy. Like, Puffy didn't want to inherit my issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, great, just stay, you know, like to keep the distance away from me, because I didn't want to be involved with anybody that wasn't comfortable with me, because I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. Right. And then, man, what ended up happening, like at that point, it felt like he called me because he wanted to know exactly what was going on, and then afterwards, he didn't answer the phone anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had that energy towards him, and then he was saying something about, I think, you know, he's in Jay's camp so much that usually Dame even said it. He said he's talking for him, because he'll be defensive in Jay's behalf. So if you're being competitive in any way, the things that you see from Stout will make you feel like he's doing that, or he's saying that, and that's what he's repeating.
Gotcha.
And then that's where that came from.
He acted like it was never nothing. When I spoke to the nigga, I said, listen, man, I see some shit in Madison Square Garden. The nigga
Just talk about
like,
that. I was just asking the claim. I just asked you about
yeah, I said, it looked like in Madison Square Garden, he ran down on you. But that's what the picture, you know, picture might be deceiving. Let's leave it to Steve. It wasn't no problem.
It was a walk down.
Oh, it's a night. It's like, what you fucking talking for a minute?
What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah. That's dope. Also, because I see last time we seen each other, he had that seminar for United Masters or what he had going on. And I seen you, and you explained how you did Power in the beginning for $17,000 an episode. What was the thought process behind doing that? And did you see the bigger picture, and that's why you took the amount?
I just wanted to do it so bad. Nobody from our culture produced television.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that, we have hit feature films and board, you know. So, but when we got to, like, I pitched Power to everybody, and they was like, nah. They didn't want to do it. And I went and made music that kind of represented each one of the characters. We came back to pitch again, and we pitched it, and we just called, should tell a portion of the story, and then we press play. And the last place they spend money in the production is on music, because the director created dream sequence what he would want to put the flyest shit possible in his actual episode, and then the music supervisor will come in and replace it with things that's comparable that'll make it cost efficient. But it's the last place they spend the money in music licensing. And I'm like, I want to make something that felt like Curtis Mayfield's soundtrack to Superfly.
Right.
It matched so well, and it was like those points where the character was like staring off and the music was saying what he was thinking. Instead of it being, you know, like, it's when you let the images match the music. You know how you watch the show and then you hear something that wouldn't sell on iTunes? And you're going, they spent $1 gazillion on the project. Why you didn't put the money right there where the music would make me feel a certain way?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
music is important.
It's powerful, yeah.
Very powerful in movies and television. We was looking at some shit that they put Good Times in the background. It was a love scene. And you put on music back, it turns into something different. Yeah. Go ahead.
But I took the 17,000. I didn't care. I wanted to do it. Like, you gotta think the first reasons of Power, they wouldn't accept the cast of Power on Good Morning America if I wasn't there.
Right.
So I'm doing 50 Cent. I'm out at night. I come out 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, nah, just give me my.
Right.
I just put the suit on. I go do Good Morning America. Then I go to sleep because it makes sense. I got to be there for 5 o'clock. It's already 4:30. Just give me let me just put the suit on and go do it.
Right.
You know.
So we're talking about Power. We seen Ghost have a little problem.
Yeah.
I still call the nigga Ghost. I don't know nothing else. I call him
Omar.
Yeah. What was the problem with you and him, and why was he so mad? Now, real quick before you tell me, I'm just a nigga on the outside looking at it. And I'll be honest with you, when I first seen Power the first season, I was like, this shit is dope. I actually came to your office, we was talking about it. And I didn't know what was going into the monster it turned into. Tommy got a show, Little Ghost got a show, everybody got a show. And was he feeling, and I'm just asking because I don't know, I didn't really dive into what y'all niggas' problem was, but was he feeling niggas killed me off early?
Yeah, look.
After this shit crazy?
What's crazy about that? What's crazy about it? People have sex for the first time. Sometimes they need it to be theirs, all theirs. Like they want it to be their success, right? There's no one person responsible for a television show. It's a collective. Right? Now, without me there to be the marketing, to make the theme song for the joint, and be everywhere that I'm at, performing the theme song to the actual thing to make it connect in a different way. And then everything else, like in the very beginning, getting the show picked up, period. Like I was part of the process of hiring them, right? At points when they wasn't financially in a good space, he will tell you I gave him the money. The rest of the company didn't give him. You know, I was only getting $17,000 per episode. How am I giving him the money? Giving it to him from out of my pocket, bro. So when you do that, what happens is when he's saying that feel like they didn't pay him is because he sees himself as the face of the entire network.
So just real clear, so I'm catching up. He said he didn't get paid. That's what the problem was?
He said he didn't get paid enough. He thought he should get more.
Oh, okay.
You know, and while saying that, immediately they're going to look to me. Our audience is going to say, well, the hip-hop culture, so immediately going to say 50 didn't pay him. Because you heard him say 50 and Courtney or whoever. They don't know who Courtney is.
Right.
Bro, so they're going to let 50 pay him.
Shit, give me that 150 with you, 150 a week.
50 paid me.
I'll take that. I'll take that 150 a week. That's why I'm in acting class.
Let me tell you something. And this is really how this should go. I can't speak for 50's experiences, just based from my experiences. Niggas be thinking you they accountant. For real. You get niggas the money and then they wow the fuck out. They want to buy 4 cars at a time. They want to go move to Pond, New Jersey. These niggas want to have a 17,000 square foot house. You know, they want to have 16 chains. And then when they go broke, these niggas be like, camera sucker.
Oh, yeah, it's careful. Yeah. It's always look, in the history of artists, right? Why they go wrong? They're going to say, it was the record company. When the record company is an individual, because he's running the actual company, it's Cam or it's 50 or it's somebody that they can point to specifically, it's his fault because he's still doing financially in a place where he can do whatever he want to do. And because they now feeling like they have restraints, it's your fault. They're going to make it your fault every time. Look, this is all of the artists. Ask them what happened, not popping no more. They'd be like, it was the record company. The record company wasn't responsible for making you hot. They picked you because you had the highest probability of selling.
Right.
But we got high before we got to that. That is true. We built the momentum before we got all of the mixtape work. Everything else done to build consistency. Consistency is the key to all success. If you can consistently work at something, you can consistently shoot the jump shot, you're going to go to the league. If you consistently run, catch the ball, you go to the league. Like that'll happen, but you got to work at it until you were good enough at it for them to actually give you the shot. And that's the process that we're going through. But they're always going to blame whoever's in the driver's seat around.
50 Cent presents In the Club, 6 exclusive Las Vegas shows at PH Live at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino from Friday, December 27th through January 4th. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
boss toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know.
That's the process. Even the record company is conditioned to catch up to the record, like see it moving and start supporting it because they see that instead of knowing exactly what. Now Drake has to know exactly what he wants to go up and support it. I wouldn't even look at the label to do it. Put the additional support behind it because it's how much is he getting per show. Support the record and radio is not a difficult thing for him. You know what I mean?
Him, if it, most everything is a gift.
That's what I'm saying. I would do it.
Right.
When I know that this is the record, and right now, I would do it myself.
Do you think you watched the battle between them? You was paying attention?
Yeah,
Was it entertaining for you as a rap fan?
It was for the culture, bro. I mean, both of them produce material to stand it faster. At first, I had Kendrick not even in it because it was like boom, boom. He hit 2-3 times, and I ain't seen nothing coming from Kendrick. And then it was like Kendrick was making a CD instead of.
Well, you thought it was too much at first. You were like, why is he dropping so much?
He was saying Drake was going hard. Kendrick was nowhere to be found.
But Drake is.
Drake was going hard.
I felt those feelings before when Drake was going through. Like everybody got to get it. You know what I'm saying? You see me. And that's why the spinner made it into his, because he learned that.
Right.
At that point.
With the Who Kid stamp on the front of the song and all that shit.
That's how I made it to that. And then it's like, what about J. Cole, man?
Well,
you know, what happened? What happened
He
to him?
didn't want to be a part of it.
He said he didn't want. That's not who he was.
I know.
Now,
you're such a piece of shit. I know exactly where you're gonna go. No, stop. Don't even.
What you was gonna say?
I didn't say anything. Don't ban me. So you want to send me?
Don't ban me.
You want to send me to China? You want to send me to China? I'm not talking about you. I'm not doing that. I don't say anything about people. I stay out of politics.
So what happened with J. Cole?
So I'm just the culture, the competitive nature of it.
So do you think that someone can be, because we defended J. Cole because frankly it wasn't in him to do it, and he made the decision.
And he took ownership. He didn't run for it. He took ownership of it. He was like, yo, he said I made a whack move. He even apologized and he dipped out. Now, the only problem I have was recently, so I don't know if you heard it, called Port Antonio, where he said, I would have won the battle, but I would have lost the brother. And we was like,
we didn't agree with that. That wasn't a great move.
You can't say that. You can't come out and say I would have won.
Do you think you're disqualified? Is he disqualified from being in the great conversation?
Wait a minute. You just said feelings were valid, guys. You just said his feelings were valid.
They are.
And it's why when he stopped, it's because he felt the looser brother. That's but he would have won the battle. Now we did think I'm looking for J. Cole. Like I'm like, oh, let me see what he's gonna do. And that
J. Cole's nice.
Yes.
Dead nice.
Yes. And then when I go, oh no. Why'd you do that? I wanted to call him and tell him, don't do that. No. No.
Do you think it hurts him?
Yes. Even now when he said the thing, he said, register, how did you feel when you heard it?
I felt, well, if he wouldn't have said that line, just that line, I would have won the battle, but you can't retrospectively, after you stepped away, say you would have done a thing. Right. I would have been fine with any other line lead, would have lost my brother. I didn't want to compete.
But he said I'm nice, and that's why I was looking for him. Because he's nice.
No, nobody.
I just didn't wait.
Nobody disagrees.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you didn't. That would be like.
No.
And then he went on to tell in the song, he's like,
but
what Drake should do is.
What if it set off a whole new one in Kendrick?
Which part?
You're talking about you would have won.
Oh, if that has...
And if that, what you said?
Oh,
you said, you should have would have won? He in there making a new CD now. You in trouble, boy. You can't do that.
Did you think Kendrick had it in him to go as hard as he did?
Look, when they started going, that they like us, I don't have the territorial West Coast people are.
Yeah, it's not just artists.
Just the people in general. When it turned into East Coast, West Coast, you saw what happened. Yeah. So when it gets to the West Coast side, and they not like us. They not like us. They going, like, you put them on the stage together, that was all done properly.
Yeah, it was.
You enjoyed it.
Yes. And I'm going, wait, the record, you hear the records, and I'm going, yo, this is, they're different artists, bro. I compare Drake to LL Cool J. I think the formula he's using will allow him to have 14 albums.
Yeah.
right? And what he does,
lots of success and radio success and tours and all the things.
And he'll drop a record and it'll be top 40 across the boom. And then he'll have another record that he don't have to go extreme as the projects that he do. He's helping the culture.
Yeah.
When he's doing
He makes great,
when you look at the future shit, the shit that charted was Drake records.
Yeah.
What happens later? See where I'm at in my career, I could play hour and a half of material that are number one records that not number one, top five. Every single song for an hour and a half.
That's why you got to
I went
Vegas
to the show
residency.
Barclays,
And you look, they look at it and they go see that. They go, nah, put this because it's all in its period. It's tested and proven.
Right.
The future, the biggest records didn't chart. The better records from his portfolio are not records that charted or made it to top five at radio. So what do you hold on to later?
Right. That legacy shit. Yeah, but that's why you tour. I mean,
still now.
We love you. The culture loves you. You had tremendous success. First album is, Get Rich or Die Trying. I mean, there's no question, right? Even Massacre. There's so many greats, right? Yeah. But right now, you go out on tour, people know they're going to see
all those records. Yes,
songs.
and it's like that. It goes like that.
Yeah. But do you feel like by having Get Rich or Die Trying, which basically everybody, no matter how big a 50 Cent fan they are, agrees is in the canon of great hip hop albums of all time?
Yeah.
Did you realize, like, I have that in my back pocket? Like, I have a classic, even if you have a brick.
That's why I say slow down. Like, the record is the best record you can possibly make. Because if it comes out, like, when you hear, it changes to us. Like, what's really hot in the room? We'll play records and it'll be high, and then we make 3-4 new records, and you go, wait, this one. Because, you want to see the response, how people respond to it later. And if you could collect those records and put them to the side and accumulate them, then you can line this up, and it's just a monster. Like, everything here is something that meant the hottest thing for me to play in a room at a different point. And then when it goes out, you kind of got a classic then. Like, and then the pacing, I was making music to throw away. Look at how much records I put out on the mixtapes while I was
making. It's a lot of music.
Yeah. So, and I'm doing that just to, I made everybody else's record while I was making
it. Plus that.
That's right. Plus
I did all those songs over, did all that, put it over, and then had those, when those ones that stood out to me as good records, I almost didn't put Many Men on that album because of the tempo. I didn't want to do anything that was slow.
Right.
Now it's what they're rapping to.
And it's bigger now than ever.
Yes, they're rapping the R&B records. Like right now, that wasn't a problem. Like, with Cobain, that is an R&B record. If you mute the vocal, and listen to the production.
The key is it's a.
Well, Most Def Daughter, the Problem record, Layla, the artist who made it, it was an R&B record first.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they can get on, but they found a way now to rap, to really rap. That was like a fabulous section, bro.
So I think you get enough credit as a songwriter. Like, you talk about songwriting, but right there where you're talking about all of the songs that you wrote, melodies you found, cadences you found, stories you were able to tell, like all of that shit.
You don't have to do it. They're doing the same cadence on those records.
No, I'm saying what you did back in the day. Before.
Yeah, but that little groove they did is the same groove every time. It's just writing the verse in that tone, and then controlling.
You could write songs. Like, what was when did it click? Like, oh nah, I'm a songwriter.
Well, I was with producers. Like, I was like with Jam Master Jay, and then when I came out from working with Jay, I had the track master, and like the beauty of it, we was working on music, but it wasn't for your album. It was for just let's make something. And then, like, I was in Bedville, we worked. I looked at it as an opportunity. I didn't have that kind of production around. So when I got there, everybody else was just cooling. Like, they didn't care about making, it was like make 2 records or 3 records while they're there for the album, and these is joints. And I was looking at every single album songs a day, so I did like 36 records. And then
this is the period
tracks.
Power of the Dollar?
Yeah, ahead of Power of the Dollar. This is before they gave me the deal to make Power of the Dollar.
Okay, got it.
And then when we got there, when we got back, it felt like, it was like, yo, we got it. I'm like, nah, that's not the album. I was getting something for everything that came on, like what fits this? And making the melodies and doing things for that. So I gotta figure the album out. That's when I started doing the Quran and the different things. for that record, for that project.
But the Power of the Dollar, you had the producers on that record are pretty crazy. You have Eric Sermon joint, Trackmaster.
It got better. It got better than, like at that point, we had Kirk Gowdy, we had WS, they had Al West, they had Tone Pope,
Game on. ESPN Plus content is now on Disney Plus.
Looking forward to being on the same team with you.
The stories live here.
Can you believe it?
With ESPN Plus content on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers.
So many producers that came in and out that was on their team, like that it was like it was almost a Columbia camp.
Right.
Like everybody that hits for Columbia Records was there bringing up material and making music. And then they could take the stuff that they got from there and then...
You had a Destiny Child record, right?
Yeah. Love.
You have Destiny Child, Thug Love. Do you have a Kobe record?
No, I wrote.
You wrote Kobe? Yeah. Were you with him when you wrote or no?
No, I wrote the song for him and then we sit down.
That was the Stout era, right? That was the Steve Stout era.
Yeah.
So he was bringing a lot of them opportunities through the, right? Like
yeah, because they knew that, look, the Paradise record, I heard LL was saying, like, I know he's going to take credit for writing that for LL. LL was one of those guys that is adamant about you looking at him the right way.
Yeah.
Right? Look, he made the record, but the production choices was too mature. It still felt like those records back then. And I'm like, I was looking at Jay Brown, like, how you let him pick these records, bro? But you listening to what's happening right now, and you still let him pick back there. I was mad at him. Then we ended up going to go fix the record. So all I did was, I wrote choruses that matched the records that he just already put on that last album.
Got it.
To new production sound, and then I was just gonna rap to the record. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, take my voice off of this, put this one there. Put this over here, let's do this, let's try this with this, so we can change the sound of it, but make it like this.
Were you geeked at that point as a kid from Queens to be doing
because
anything?
Because I was working with LL Cool J. So it was like, for me, that was like, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna do it.
Like this, it's so
yeah, I'll do it for you.
What?
Let me fix it. And then he got a record. He got a record at the end of that. I was supposed to produce the album. The mistake that he made a big mistake too, is he didn't renew. I would have went in another deal with Def Jam for another album before I released the record. I didn't say anything to him about it. I was waiting for the record to be done to go back and then LA and talk to him about extending another album because of the record that I was playing for him there. But when we got towards the end, he went and did a record with Dream. Felt like he had the record and then put it out with him as the executive producer. So it went out and there wasn't a reason for Jam to invest in that record, so they didn't. Even though LL Cool J is Def Jam.
Right.
They just didn't put the money behind it, and it was the final requirement, so why would they spend ridiculous marketing funds on it?
And you was feeling some type of way?
Nah, he just made a mistake, bro, because I wouldn't put that album out without renegotiating another album deal.
Oh, got it.
You see what I'm saying? Like to leave them invested.
Yes.
Why would they put the money in?
Knowing they're on the way out.
And wait, so from the beginning to Get Rich or Die Trying, we're talking 8 years, 10 years?
Yeah.
And I only bring that up because, obviously a lot of people met you at Get Rich or Die Trying. They wasn't in New York about the tapes, and they don't know about Power of the Dollar. They don't know that you worked for 10 years before.
But this gives you the largest debut in hip hop album. So it feels like it's not happening on my time. It's happening on God's time, right? And when people are clear that who I am and what I'm saying is real,
right? Like
at that point, look, his kid thinks it's him. He thinks it's Supreme. Like I'm hot because of Supreme.
Right.
Nobody knows who that is outside of Five Boroughs.
Right.
Yeah.
And
it's a very specific thing you have to know.
And you're going like that, but there's that jacket when you have issues with these kind of people. Reason that was a hindrance.
Right.
Like it was a reason why Puffy didn't do the deal when we talked about doing it. Right. And why when I went to the other places.
Right, because the street shit was slowing. People was like, I don't want
I don't want that. I don't want that issue. What is that gonna be? And then it's better for me because I'm like, I don't want to do business. Like I've had meetings even with Clue in them at the time they had Desert Storm. And there was like, yo, we went to sit down and do the meeting. And I was never gonna sign a DJ Clue, you feel me? Like they started the conversation off like, yo, we talked to the Wolves, they was, yo, you thought you tried to hit him in the gas station or whatever, but then you realized that could be this, blah, 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 blah. And he's saying, yeah. So and we went on into the meeting and kind of Skane was there. That's who was talking at that point. So I'm listening to him, but rewind, bro. We started this conversation, you said you went for permission? You want me to go under you and you asking permission? Well, I'm not listening to nobody. You see, I do better when I listen to me.
Well, and then you factor in what we know of your story. Now, where you came from, what you had to deal with to craft the path that you made for yourself, right? Because all along the way of all the stories that we've...
I had mad deal offers before. Right. Universal, Juvenile, Dino. Right. He offered us $1.3 million for me to do my solo album and the Juvenile album. And I'm like, yeah, he didn't understand why I wasn't taking the deals. But I'm looking at it and I'm going, nah, you know. He's like, what? He said 1.3. It's like having a lotto ticket and nobody wants to turn it in. So you get the money to you. Like, what? That's a lot. Bro, you sure? Like, that's not it. But then you see, he was blocking me all over the place, right? If I signed to the Universal system while there was a priority at Def Jam, what you think they would have did to me?
Of course. Right. I can see that.
Right. So this is the deal, and I sat there. I'm understanding that.
Right. And then things work out. You get the Marshall link, the Drake. You and Marshall linked.
Yeah.
And then the Drake thing, right?
Yeah, because what happened, well, yeah, me and M is really why I made it to LA. Then we talked, he brought the J angle into it, and it was like, from there, I didn't even want to say anything because I didn't want them to be a part of the problem. Right? And then it took for Josh, he said something about Haley in the record, because they had got high before together, and he thought they had some sort of bonding moment, something like that.
John M?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, what? I don't even know why he would say something like that. Like, and I'm like, he left. It was like a Friday. It was recording. He went home when we was done recording, and we didn't leave. We came back Monday. We had a full CD, automatic gunfire. The whole tape was done. We really didn't go back to the hotel. He would go home that evening, and then we stayed until Monday when he got back. It was like, yo, I play something for you. After he did that, then it was like a license for me to just jump on him. I'm gonna go in that direction. Cool, don't worry about that. I'll get this one.
And M had an appreciation for that.
He was like, he was still dealing with the thought of why he'd say that.
Right, and you'd already jumped, and you were like, striking back. Don't worry about it.
I didn't say nothing about it. I did a whole CD last week. So he was gone.
So you at that point realized, with all the different people you'd met with, this one, if played the right way, will be exactly what I need.
Yes.
Removed enough from all the bullshit. This could be the play.
Yeah, and don't not attribute me selling 13 million records to M selling 3 million records on the Marshall Mathers LP. When you come and the music is dead right, and that audience that he has already is paying attention to what he's excited about, and he's saying, this is it, this is the next thing. And there's nothing added around it, culturally.
Well, then you had a musicality, right? Because you're a songwriter.
Yeah, but
I said that.
I definitely attribute me being bumped around to that. Like, if I came when I thought I was good, it would not have been what it was. Like, all the albums I made with Jam Master Jay, the projects I wrote on, the things that I did with the track masters ahead of that, all that, it would not have been what it was, because it happened exactly the way it was supposed to happen.
I've heard you use the phrase God's time before, but there's no other way really to attribute it. It's like, you're right, you would have been a nice little artist, you would have come out, had a thing, it wouldn't have been this.
Right, no.
And you wouldn't have been as angry either, you had that edge, you had that, y'all keep playing a face edge.
My voice was different.
Right.
I think that shot, it came back different. It's a different energy around it. And I'm like, Clark, God bless him, Clark Plant, the first record I recorded was that Fuck You record.
Right.
When I got back, I went in with him, fuck you, niggas, this and that. I'm just the best. Did that, and I caught Stretch Armstrong played the NYPD, LAPD.
Yeah.
Now, I was in the 93 Dodge Caravan, man. The AC didn't work. Roll the window down a little bit.
Windows fog up.
Yeah. I like to roll the window down a little bit. We rolling. He played the show on the radio. I was like, yo.
This is when Stretch and Bob played it?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so fire.
That was a big deal to me. And then, like, like I even paid for his funeral, you know, because he was the first person to bring me out with Speed. Up Speed in New York City. I never forget that stuff, like, you know, because they really helped me.
Yeah.
Did you how emotional did you get when you? I know you put out a statement. You posted a picture. But, that video with Marshall and Haley. Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that had me choking back tears. But you've known her whole life.
Yeah, whole life. Like this is so crazy. It was points that we was receiving wow offers. Like they'll go 50 Cent Eminem for tour opportunities, and then you go. He would go, nah, I just don't want to go and come back if she's grown.
I don't want to miss my daughter, man.
And I'm like, yo, because I was like, you didn't hear how much money they just had? Why do you want to stay here?
Right.
Like, and you go, look,
His daughter.
I didn't understand it when he was saying it, but then later, like, because I went to a wedding, and I'm like, yo, now I get it. Because that was fast, bro. Like, it felt like I was not.
How was seeing her?
It's nuts.
It's
like, the whole.
emotional.
Like, yo, like, the whole thing was like.
Marshall's a grandfather now.
No, this is the part I was dealing with, because I'm like, I'm old as hell. Like, what the hell happened to me? I didn't feel that shit happening, bro. I was still in the gym. It just hurts a little bit. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good. You start feeling shit in your back that wasn't there.
Yeah, right.
It was still there. I'm looking going, what the hell happened? Man.
I want to ask about the residency.
Yeah.
Dude,
when did it start?
It starts on the 27th
of
November.
December 27th.
Oh, okay.
You're running through the big Christmas time. Oh, New Year's Eve, all that.
Yeah. New Year's Eve. And this is greatest hits?
Yeah, well, I got some stuff that.
Wait, what location?
In Hollywood.
Ooh. So who do you bring with you for this?
I'm doing a whole new show for it.
Really? Not going to be what we saw at Barclays Center a couple years ago?
No. A whole different thing. Yeah, and I like because
those venues are not. Those like 5,000. Like it's tight.
So it's better. Like,
it's
because intimate. And it's the cool wise. It's just different. And
now, are you gonna come up? You're obligated now. After what Usher did, you're gonna have to come up with the thing.
I ain't riding roller skates.
No, chicks are gonna have to be able to sit on your lap at some point or something. You gotta do.
You gotta mess up a couple of relationships.
He got that from the Diddy party.
Yeah. Why? Not where I was going. That's your man.
You set that up.
No, but
you set that up.
We got a literal email. You remember the email we got? We got a literal email from someone, from a guy. He's like, my lady wants to go to the 50 residency, but she admits that she's such a fan that she might not know how to act when I see her. This is what inspired me. Like, Janet Jackson used to do this. Yeah. You need to do the thing where you bring a lady up on. I mean, you do have that thing.
By the way, we did tell the dude, like, if she jump on stage and give 50 sloppy toppy, you need to divorce her. Like,
no, it's too far.
You don't know your wife like that.
This guy ruined hip hop.
This is the guy. This is the guy.
No, but we gave him good advice. Like, if your woman don't know how to control herself and respect.
Oh yeah.
No, like, you know what I'm saying?
And we got these different kind of relationships out here, so we don't know what's going on.
That's right. Everybody has different relationships. Where are you? You and Game are sitting now, right?
Yeah.
Is there a world in which you'd ever bring him out to do your records together?
No.
That's okay.
Not for that. Yeah. You know, I'm tired of it. Like,
I'm sorry. I spent
a lot of time because I wrote for other talent, like, would write the idea. Because the producers would go, yo, come in, like, I need you to do this. Like, that's how the Paradise record came together.
Right.
And they go, he knows how to put the melody on the record the right way. It's gonna be like ghetto. Like the way I'm doing it. It's the way R&B music is now. They're writing what I would do as the remix. Elle would go, I Can Love You Better. I can go, You're After My Cheddar.
What they used to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what the
real R&B is trying to be rappers now.
Yes, well, it is the same.
It's the same shit.
Same dress code, same anything. They're there and they can rap. Chris can actually rap. Like they can rap.
Chris Brown.
Chris can actually rap.
Yeah. There's certain ones that they can pretty much finish.
Do you ever perform records or no?
I do.
They're your
my part.
too.
Yeah, my part of the record in the beginning. Yeah, but I don't. Excuse me, I don't even like to do those records.
So, the G Unit records, the classic records.
Yeah.
Obviously, Yayo, Uncle Murder.
Yeah.
Murder gonna be out there. Who Kid DJing?
No, because I made. He's gonna go. Ooh, okay. Keep doing
and
it.
charge you a lot, and it's gonna be expensive now. Who gets his own thing?
Yeah,
that's a lot of. Bro, you know, it's a man about cost.
Yes,
He's thinking about cost each night.
It's got to make sense.
Right. It's always gotta make sense.
It's for those specific. So I might look at that to do that. If
it is kind of a club
energy, and then I want to I got some cool things there, and a crazy art director.
Oh really?
For us, so
that's
it's a good show.
Have tickets are on sale now. You could already cop tickets.
Have you been able to appreciate what Banks has been doing with his whole underground movement the last few years? Because he's really put out some great bodies of work.
Yeah.
Picture this.
In one place?
ESPN Plus content is now on Disney Plus.
Forward to being on the same team with you?
Can you imagine the fun? The greatest heroes, action, and stories.
The stuff dreams are made of.
Together like never before.
What a story!
The greatest stories live here.
Can you believe it?
With ESPN Plus content on.
I watch people.
You guys.
I wish people would buy it more.
Listen.
I wish they would support it.
People do. There is. I'm telling you right now. There is a great underground niche that does.
No.
But the people say they want that kind of hip hop. But then when we get it, do they actually go out
and buy it? That's what I'm talking about. Like you look. I think the battle rappers are the best rappers. When their performance live in front of you, it's a different level.
The song. So I'm glad you said this because I have this conversation all the time. There's a lot of great rappers, wordsmiths.
And they're not good songwriters.
Wow.
That's what made you different, though. That was the thing of like, all of a sudden you were this guy who could rap, but when you got to the moment, you were able to write big, broad.
Yeah, and a lot of times the music is. Look, I would be able to look at someone else's record and make my version of the record, right production came right, and it would be a hit again. Like when Nelly's going, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting some. I want to get clothes. That's why I gave Bank on Fire. I wrote the chorus for that. It's on fire up in here. It's burning hot. We on fire. Shorty, take it off. If you get too hot up in this spot, we on fire.
50 codes a day, boy.
I never thought about that. That was
the same record.
That's the same that you. That's interesting.
It's just new melodies, new production, and let Banks do it.
You know what my favorite 50 flip is? Of an unexpected 50 flip that I never would have expected? Mike, I want to be where you are.
Yeah. I did, I like I have those records because those records were playing when I was growing up. Those melodies. It's ill, like Mike. They did it to him after he died, bro.
Did what to him?
They make it when you hear Michael Jackson record playing for no reason.
All the time.
Well, you hear Billie Jean, you hear the big,
Man, you don't hear it like that. Dude, it stopped playing like that after the Oprah thing.
Oh, you mean with the kids and all that shit?
After he's already gone.
Well, that what was it?
The special came out.
Yeah.
And I did not hear Michael Jackson play that.
Look, I still hear him. I mean, listen, if you
I
go to
hear.
weddings,
So
you go to regular
I keep
places,
on. I have a thing where Mike got eras. So we've loved Mike since he was 7, 9, whatever. So people still playing Jackson 5.
Right.
People playing off the don't fuck around.
When
people playing Thriller.
Look, these
now
records,
when you get to Bad,
right,
and then things start to get
to
later.
Michael Jackson, because those guys could have been a whole nother. You talking about like I thought Bieber had a shot at the Jackson thing.
Being that big.
Oh, he was so big at such a young age.
Right.
That he could be like Mike went through his whole life being a superstar.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The dates he was a part of.
ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. It's like a little superstar.
Right, and then he was still a contemporary with you.
Yeah.
He was a contemporary with the Beatles
and everybody.
With you, which is insane.
With everybody. And then I'm like, he passed away, it turned into that. It's crazy. Because it's like, I don't feel like they play anymore because of that.
No, it's still out there. I'm telling you. If you go look at his streams
I hear Mike a lot.
His numbers,
but maybe because I play it.
Yeah, I have my house live.
He gets there playing your right.
He still does.
Off the wall,
Michael does.
Burned.
Now R. Kelly might be a different conversation. Michael Jackson still gets played.
But R. Kelly's that's the same thing. Like, no, it's not the same thing. It's not. There's people.
Well, no, R. Kelly's lyrics.
It was a lot more sexual. When
my mind's telling me no, but what was you really saying?
Yes.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He did say it a lot.
That's the thing. That's the thing that makes it tougher to like.
He did. It's harder to
separate.
Yeah.
With Michael, you can separate art because the guy who was making the music, I never knew who that guy was.
I don't see nothing wrong with a little grind. Maybe there might be something wrong.
There might have been, depending on the situation.
Something wrong.
In retrospect, your gauge of what's wrong might have been off.
But then Mike did have like Wonderland.
No. He had his thing that was weird.
Yeah, it was weird because the kids
weird.
Neverland Ranch.
Neverland Ranch.
Yeah, you made a ranch.
No, it got weird, man. Nobody's saying it didn't get
Neverland
weird.
Ranch is weird. It's weird that he had Neverland.
Nobody's saying it didn't get weird.
Yeah, I just saying it's really good music, bro.
Listen, we getting the rap single from
you gotta
from
go.
people who manage your schedule.
I just want to say right now, for future reference, if anyone out there decides that many men should hold on, don't
Could
touch
it
this
be
other-
love?
Yeah, it is love.
It's love.
He's looking at my phone. Anyone who makes a many men reference cannot just get grazed. My man took 9 bullets before he made many men. All right, it wasn't do you see something? I think there's something. It's not. All right.
Well, and you got scars from it. It's amazing how people get shot and they don't have nothing. You have. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's just one situation.
Let's go. That was it. I said that. Not
Give it up 50 Cent, man.
Ranch.
Neverland Ranch.
Yeah, you made a ranch.
Weird, man. Nobody's saying it didn't get
Neverland
weird.
Ranch is weird. It's weird that he had Neverland.
Nobody's saying it didn't get weird.
Yeah, just saying it's really good music, bro.
Listen, we getting the wrap up single from
you gotta
from
go.
people who manage your schedule.
I just want to say right now, for future reference, if anyone out there decides that many men should hold on, don't touch
Could
this
it be
other-
love?
Yeah, it is love.
It's love.
He's looking at my phone. Anyone who makes a many men reference, you cannot just. It wasn't do you see something? I think there's something. It was 9 shots. All right.
Well, and you got scars from it. It's amazing how people get shot and they don't have nothing. You have. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's just one situation.
Let's go. That was it.
Give it up 50 Cent, man.
Moments make up the story of your life. But as you get older, you can miss them because of severe flu, COVID-19, or RSV. So get vaccinated because your presence makes all the